Hey, fat ass, what's your book going to be called? I'm a loser, why don't you kill me?
You're creepy, bye. Rascal Flatts is big amongst 32-year-old virgin douchebag.
Shut up, fat ass.
You're talentless. We'll see you, buddy.
Became my assistant in every way. I needed him, and he's compensated for it, and, you know, he's taken care of. I realized that I did say, look, your job here has to come first, because, you know, that's just how it is. But, I mean, I was breaking his balls with this. I didn't really expect him to fucking think of reminding me about the wedding, and I enjoyed busting his chops. But there's times he's dropped the ball, I think, and I bust his balls too much.
So here from the wrap-up show yesterday is, in case you missed it, I had missed it, and I heard these clips, and I thought they were worth playing. It's Artie and his assistant Teddy. And Artie, you know, upset that he missed the big wedding, Isaac's wedding. And
right.
And trying to
blame Teddy for it.
A little bit, yeah. Here, listen to this.
I'm going to bring up something a little uncomfortable, Artie. And I have to, because you brought it up on the air this morning. I know we're all in the same room. And I'm not picking on anybody, but you do have a personal assistant.
Right.
So what happened there? Does this part of his job or not necessarily?
I don't know, Ted. Is this part of your job?
If I was asked to remind you about something, I would have.
All right. Did you tell him to remind you? Because if you didn't tell him, then it's...
No, well, again, he got in touch with me through Isaac to get back to him with an RSVP about whether I was going by myself or not, like about 10 days. So he was aware that I had a wedding to go to.
And he gives me a schedule. Did you put that on his schedule?
No, I never knew when it was. I just knew to ask you if you're going alone or not alone. That was it.
Right, but that was a major discussion.
Yeah, you just told me, tell Isaac I'll be there, not
See, this
with
is
the
where
guest.
he whines. This is where I want to strangle him. Look, because he's acting like a bitch.
Look, if I worked for you full time, I would probably all day think about, you know, what does Artie have to do now? What does Artie have to do now?
You make up my schedule.
Yeah, your part-time stand-up road schedule and a couple of interviews here and there. Not your daily, I got to get up at this time
But that's what
I'm
a
not
personal assistant does.
Well, then fine. Then whatever. Then that's not...
Gary, do you see what I'm doing with you?
No, like...
Am I raising my voice?
I'm done with this conversation. It wasn't my fault that you slept through a wedding.
Ted is done with this conversation.
That's it.
So now Ted is done with the conversation, so where do I go from here? Gary, if you were my assistant...
That's great.
And someone said to you, could you find out if Artie's coming to my wedding alone or not? As someone who does my schedule, would you have said, by the way, when is that wedding? And when they told you the wedding, would you have put that on my schedule and made a note to maybe let me know about it?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Gary, yes, I would have. Because I know that organization isn't your strong suit.
It's the biggest area I need help in.
So, you know, it's funny to me because Teddy... I don't think it's really been clear what Teddy's supposed to be doing for Artie in Teddy's defense.
But how would you know that, though?
I get that vibe that, like, it's sort of this quasi-job, like it's sort of hazy. It's
no, nothing was hazy. Nothing was hazy.
Like, is he supposed to, like Artie doesn't even have
make
email.
Up my schedule.
Artie doesn't even, sometimes you can't reach him on the phone, so how do you even get his schedule?
Did you hear the part where Teddy sat in a car for 2 hours?
Yeah, here, I'll play this for you.
I love this.
I don't know if I have that clip, but listen to this clip. This is good. This is Artie complaining that he's disorganized, and Teddy claiming he is disorganized as well.
Right, the two disorganized people.
And that I get what I pay for.
Right, this is great.
You want to get awkward, Gary? Do you think Ted is a good assistant?
No. But I've told Ted that.
Right.
I don't think it's an awful... I think
why?
Because I see times...
In what areas does he need help?
An area like this, I see times where Ted can anticipate your needs, and he may not do that, or he may not be as thorough, but that's because Ted's never done it before.
Right.
I'm sorry, Ted.
No, you're absolutely right, Gary. When he asked me to do this a year ago, I took the job, but I'm just like you, man. I'm so disorganized anyway. This is not the best thing for me to be doing.
So then, why would you want to become an assistant?
I thought I could do it. I figured I'd get the hang of it. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into.
Maybe it seemed like a cool thing to come to a few gigs and hang out.
I can handle a lot of it.
Answer fan mail.
I can handle a lot of it. I can do a lot of it. But man, I mean, you are like, it's tough.
See, I've been with Artie a bunch of times, and the one thing you don't want to have when you have an assistant is you never want to have a doubt. You don't want to say, gee, when I step off the helicopter, will the car be there? I'm not blaming this one of you. I'm just giving you an example.
And you don't want to say, you don't want to have an assistant who goes, listen, I'm really disorganized.
Well, it's true. I'm not going to lie anymore. I'm not the most organized person.
You don't have to lie anymore. I'm finding that out.
Your honesty is admirable, I think, Teddy, but that was just not the right thing to say.
Look, I
mean, that would be like me going to Howard a year in. Look, Howard, I'm just not funny. I'm not funny. You know.
All right. I get it. All right. So I maybe just buried myself.
You sound like a dumb guy.
I don't care because there's a problem with it.
I know you're not organized.
I hate the way I feel inside now. I just hate this feeling and this uneasiness, this uncomfortable. He needs to hire someone better.
Well, I'm not even saying I would do that. I'm just saying...
I think you should.
You can see by blurting out that you're not organized.
I know, but I
don't something I have to take issue with.
Yeah, and look, maybe we can work on certain things, but as far as, being as organized as you want me to be, I can guarantee you now I'll never be that organized, ever.
Wow.
Oh. Way to sell yourself.
And then he tells Artie that he's getting what he pays for.
If I gave you the $80,000, what time frame can I expect you to get organized in?
A month.
So now you
4 weeks.
See yourself.
I quit here, right. And you become my primary focus on everything.
Wow.
That's it. That's it. I wake up and that's it.
So you'd be dedicated to just fucking up my life.
Yes, messing up everything. But I would be, you would be the only thing that I ever, which is another situation, because I'm not sure if I want to put myself in that. Like, I don't want now everything to be all you, because
that's what life is, Ted! When you take the job, there's pressure! In other words, like when Howard took this job, he took a lot of money.
You don't understand.
But he's guaranteeing them I'll do a good show. When I take a job, when I take a stand-up job every week, they give me a lot of money, don't they?
Yes.
And I guarantee them I'll put on a show.
And that's
what life is.
I know, it's okay.
You gotta step up and go, look, dude, I promise you I will, if you give me this amount of money, I will be your guy. I can't have a gray area there.
No, there's no gray area there. It's just, the only gray area is whether or not, if I want to do it. That's it. If I should tell you to get someone else, or if I should make you pay me more money to do a better job. I mean, that's it. I don't know what to do. I need to decide. It's really what I want to decide.
So the work level I'm getting now is so at this price I'm only guaranteed this quality.
You're getting what you're paying for. You're getting what you're paying for. I knew this would all come to a head one day, and I'm sorry.
It's not coming to a head. I'm sorry.
I'm not the best at my job. I never claimed to be. That's it. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to quit? Do you want me to just leave?
But I'm almost trying to train you that later in life. Like, I mean, you look what you're saying. You're just buckling under and going, I'm not good.
I might fold under questioning. Yeah. Yes.
All right. Well,
yeah, definitely don't hand him any of the contraband when the cops come.
I mean, Jesus. What? I'm broken now.
Wow. You broke the kid. No, but in his defense, I mean, I don't think he ever was like an assistant, like someone.
And he has another job.
By the way, I didn't ask him to do this. He very aggressively came to me and said, "I want to be your assistant."
Yeah.
But the thing that I was talking about, at one point Teddy said it was impossible to work for Artie because Artie won't stay in touch. Artie won't answer phone calls.
Well, yeah, because I know for me, I have assistants. I have assistants on top of assistants and stuff, and I got Laura, she's like the numero uno assistant. But the fact of the matter is, I still have to keep my own schedule. Mm-hmm. If I don't, I'm constantly Laura, what do I have to do? It keeps me out of control. Like, there's some things you still have to do for yourself.
But what I'm saying, Teddy then said, Artie said to him, be at my apartment at a certain time. So Teddy comes to the apartment.
Right.
He can't get in. He starts calling Artie on the phone. Artie doesn't answer the phone. He sits
Sometimes
there.
I just don't feel like hearing his voice.
Sits there for 2 hours in the car.
Oh, that was his job
and
that
then
day.
he finally gets Artie on the, he's complaining.
That's
I sat
crazy.
here for 2 hours, and Artie says, that's what I needed you to do at that
Teddy
time.
says it's bullshit. Artie asked him to be his assistant. Come in here, Teddy, and take that up with Artie then, if you want.
I remember differently.
Let's see what Teddy has to say. Teddy, I don't have... What?
There's my organized assistant. You look like a roadie
That
for
was
the Allman
pretty
Brothers.
much the worst thing ever, listening to that back. Howard, I can't do this, like when I got put on the spot like that.
No, I know. I was being a little cruel
And
there. I
you
was
did
busting
ask
your
me to
chops.
do this. I didn't aggressively come to you. You invited me to your apartment on my birthday and said, look, you know.
What?
Yeah, that was
your
the
birthday.
day. Because I remember it was my birthday.
Well, I mean, what does that have to do with
I
anything?
got hired by you. No, I mean, it went from fan mail to saying, look, I could really use someone to come around. It was kind of a mutual agreement, but whatever. I mean,
He was comfortable with you. And
look, and I like doing it. It's just tough because he's not, like, we don't
But
have
let me just, can I explain stuff? You're not playing, first of all, that tape was incredibly edited, and you're not playing everything there. Can I tell him what happened New Year's Eve when you worked for me?
When I got drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah. You told it yesterday.
Well, I mean, again, that wasn't played here. But,
yeah, go ahead.
So I big gig New Year's Eve, right, in Philadelphia.
Right.
And it's a big money gig, and I tell him, look, I'm on stage. It's your job to go get paid and make sure the other comedians are paid. And that's something I need you to do. That's a task.
Okay.
And then make sure the limo's all set because it's a crazy rainy night.
He was drunk, though.
Ted brings his girlfriend. He gets ossified.
Right.
Okay, ossified drunk. And,
That's not cool.
Right. So now I'm scrambling around. I find the promoter. I'm like, is this the right amount? Because my assistant's drunk. So I need to know if this is the right amount. Yeah, I'm doing all that busy work. And then finally, when all that's done, we get in the limousine. It's me, Teddy, and his girlfriend.
Right.
Okay? Now, I just want to decompress. I just did a big show, and I want to sit in the back of the limo and maybe listen to, like, my iPod and just chill out. Instead, for 2 hours, I have Teddy and his girlfriend, who are like the cast of Real World from hell. Two 25-year-olds arguing about their drunken 25-year-old life. And like, you just don't want me to go to work, right? And she wanted to go to her work in Hoboken to meet some people. You don't want me to go to work because you're not like, no, I want to go to work. I almost fucking kicked them out of the limo. Right? I mean, I almost kicked them out of the limo twice. And then I said to Ted the next day, I said, Ted, why did you get drunk? He goes, it was New Year's Eve. I go, well, what if the limo driver got drunk?
Right.
Because it's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I mean, you were working. And he goes to me, all right, I dropped the ball there. So that's one of, like, you know.
So it sounds to me like maybe you're ready to graduate to someone who is a professional personal assistant.
Right.
And maybe Teddy isn't really wanting to go in that career path. That this was kind of a fun thing to earn some extra money. It started out kind of light. Now it's turning into a real job.
You see, I like the kid. I'm actually worried about him in life. I don't know what he's going to do.
Teddy, Teddy, do you want to quit the job and have Artie get some professional? Maybe you're ready for a whole different level.
I'm just to be, fair. I mean, obviously, I don't want, I don't want the pay cut. I don't want anything. I need, I love what I do.
Would it be fair if you could just go along in this incompetent manner?
It's not fair at all. It's not fair.
No, okay.
And it deserves better.
What if he just paid you and you didn't have to do anything?
Well, you see, that's what, and the other thing that bothers me is, like, it was his birthday, and I just gave him a nice gift and stuff.
What do you want? You know what,
and now he brings this up where you might want to quit after that happens.
No,
that's bullshit.
I fault you, Artie. You haven't told me the job description. What is it you want Teddy to do?
Well, you know, it's tasks that you would assume a personal
What
assistant...
are they? What is his job?
You know, to a comedian on the road, you know, stuff like I talked about when we're at the gig, organizing who gets paid what.
Cars, planes.
Making sure the car is there when it's supposed to be. And definitely putting together, at the very least, if it's not a personal schedule, a work schedule.
So does he do any of that?
He does, but in other words, like, enough fuck-ups happen to where I can't trust it, Howard. You know?
Right, so you have to double check.
I'll tell us because we're talking about this. Yesterday, after all that happened, he calls me up and he goes, all right, I got your schedule, man. We're back to work. That's what he says to me.
Right, good. That's a good attitude.
So he goes, all right, so now coming up, you got this, you got that, you got, don't owe me, because this is what, you know, this is what happens.
Bad day.
No, it's not one mistake. It's like, he goes, so you got this gig coming up October 5th, you got this October 9th, you got to tell me what the comedians are, you got Detroit next weekend,
right.
September 15th.
Okay, that sounds efficient.
All this stuff. He goes, but then, dude, really quick, you know, you're doing that corporate gig. I agreed to a corporate gig on a rare, I'm doing somebody a favor. Okay. So on a rare work night, I'm going to do stand-up at a corporate party.
Got it.
And he goes, listen, dude, he knows those are stressful for me. He goes, that's coming up next week. That's September 12th. So we got to get going with that. And that's where he leaves on my answering machine. So I start thinking, and this is just in my head, I'm going, that gig isn't September 12th. It's October 9th. I just remember it's October 9th. Like, just my memory. You know? So now I'm thinking, did the guy call and change it to September 12th? Because, A, if the guy did that, I want to punch him in the face. And B, if Teddy agreed to change that date without speaking to me.
What's wrong with him?
Right, exactly. So, I go, Ted, the first thing I say to him, I go, first of all, Ted, I got your message. That corporate gig, is it September 12th? He goes, yeah, man. I go, Ted, I really don't think it is, man. I think it's October 9th. He goes, no, I got it right here. I got it in my notes.
All right.
So I go, Ted, listen, just do me a favor. Check the emails. Is it October 9th? He goes, fine. I'll go. So this is the attitude. He goes, fine, I'll go through the emails. I get that. Like, fine, I'll go through the emails.
All right.
And he goes through and he goes, wow, yeah, it's October 9th. And
how do you do that, Ted? What happened there?
Like Howard, we're talking about a difference in, like, now I'm thinking this guy called and changed the date.
That's not good.
A corporate gig, I have to get material and write special material.
Then you start saying to yourself, well, gee, what else did he screw up?
Absolutely.
And then you've got to double check it.
And this is after that happened on the air. You know?
So, Ted, maybe this isn't your kind of work.
Maybe not. I mean, I like the challenge in it, though, because I do good work.
But Ted, the challenges may be fucking up every once in a while.
These are how the phone calls go. See, you guys are missing the one key element.
Ted,
it's like,
you gotta understand
it's verbally, it's like, I'm sitting there, like, shaking because I'm so worried about it.
But he needs you to be the responsible one.
Yeah, well, how about, maybe I need some help.
So
I need to know.
Assistant?
Well, no.
To figure out if it's...
No, I need help. Like, how about we did something permanent, like a weekly meeting, you know?
Well, would that help you get October 9th versus September 12th?
I mean, Google calendar.
Do you have a calendar?
Yeah, I use it. A Google calendar. It's like on my lap.
The other thing you told me, are you sure?
When the guy wrote you a note and he said September 12th is the date or October 9th is the date, do you write it down immediately?
I put it right in the calendar.
So how did you get
I must have just got dragged up into that date. I swear. That was
then he starts giving me computer stuff.
Maybe you should write it down. I keep a book, a regular written.
So if an assistant did that with you once and got drunk on New Year's Eve and maybe some other things that I won't even get into.
No.
Like, would you trust that the schedule he now gives me is gold?
No. I would make my own schedule.
And do you realize if in my memory I didn't realize that, I would have had to start scrambling to write jokes and then...
No, it would have been a disaster.
You know what I mean? But again, the other problem with Teddy is...
I think you should keep your own schedule, number one. That's my thought, but you're right.
I do. This is a backup. This is a total backup.
The backup's got to be rock solid.
It's clear I keep my own schedule because I knew the fuck up.
One mistake a year, okay, but this is too many mistakes. So maybe this isn't for you, Teddy.
Yeah, but they have an issue here. This is not his full-time job. And
That's
Artie
true.
needs somebody full time.
The problem is,
Do you want to have a full-time career as Artie's assistant?
See, that's a huge crossroads because I don't know. You know, that's something I didn't come here.
The problem
to get a job at Sirius to become Artie's assistant. So now it's
the problem is Ted's life.
I don't know which way to go.
Ted's life is ruled by money.
Of course.
Okay, but in a different, like he's got himself. I won't go into the details, but he's in a corner like a lot of young people in this country.
Why are you in such a corner?
Well, no, I got in a little bit of credit card trouble too. Nothing crazy.
Why do you live above your means? Are there things, your lifestyle? You live above. Like I got to tell you something. I never made any money. You know, now you look at me. Oh, gee.
Right.
I never had any money. Never lived above my means.
Right.
I lived in a dive.
Right.
You see?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I live.
What is it you're spending money on?
Well, I've been supporting two of us.
He's got no money.
I live with my girlfriend who has, been
why are
going
you
through
with
school.
Why are you with a girl who's in school and supporting her? Where are her parents?
Well, her parents are here, but we just live together.
That's
yeah, I mean, she
ridiculous.
gets somehow.
Howard, he drives. How much is the motorcycle you drive? He has a brand new motorcycle.
Well, yeah. Then
why do you have a brand? I would
never
buy a brand new motorcycle with a guy with
He's broke, Howard. He's beyond broke.
It's like $9 grand.
$9 grand.
Yeah.
$9 grand is too much.
That's a lot of money.
For a motorcycle.
Yeah, well.
And when I say, why do you have that in your life? See, but don't you understand now, again, look,
Yeah,
I like the kid too, but if he has money issues, it somehow is going to affect my life.
That's
do you
right.
understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
He might need money in advance sometimes. He might, you know what I mean? Like, whatever happens.
That's not good.
And so that worries me.
All right.
That worries me.
Marianne from Brooklyn, you're on the air. What is it, Marianne?
Artie, your whole life is ruled by money. You're making plenty of mistakes. The only thing you could do is make a living. You can't keep an employee. You can't keep a friend. You can't keep a girlfriend, a wedding date. And you know what? You started Teddy out with this big grand salary. Everybody was jealous. And now, once again, you want to pull it away from him.
I don't want to pull it away from him. Marianne, I have given him you know how many people would have fired Teddy by now? You know how many people would have fired him on New Year's Eve?
Everyone.
Second chance, Teddy, Dana, your mother, Howard.
My mother's in my life.
You haven't fired her.
That woman's gotten too many second chances. A bong hit Eric, you're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Artie, you know what you need?
You
Artie.
bong hitter?
Yeah, it's me. It's been a while. Listen, you need an assistant who specializes in miserable, pudgy, barely shaved, enormous face, self-absorbed, depressed blimps.
Is there anybody who hasn't...
whining, selfish, pompous, pretentious ass baby.
No,
Is there anybody who hasn't looked at the letter on howardstern.com, Artie's letter?
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
No, but see, that's the thing. I do, in a way. I don't need another guy like me.
Right.
No,
Teddy is sort of like
So
me.
maybe you and Teddy have to sit down. Either Teddy takes on a full-time job, or maybe you really are interested
But
in
you
a
see, the
full-time
problem is
assistant.
Ted, that's going to throw his life into chaos.
No,
and
it's
I
not.
become sort of friendly with him. Ted, it will do.
No.
You have a lot of money problems right now.
That's my problem. Don't worry about it.
And I can't have you sobbing sometimes about money.
I'm not going to come to you and say,
Well, you do, Ted. You do, and it's like other people have come to me at gigs and say, because you're my assistant, you get drinks from them. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that gets back to me.
What? Because you're... But
whatever, forget it.
No, I mean, look. I think you need somebody definitely more professional at this. I do. I'm saying
I admire you
for 7
saying
million
that.
people.
No, but
I'm willing to take any repercussions, and that's
And
a
you're
financial
saying-
one.
But what are
if you
of course
became
the
a full-
repercussions are financial.
That's fine, then. That's
You
fine.
want me to pay you for nothing?
No, but look, Art, I'm saying that it's
he's
taken
a
a lot of
sweet
course
kid.
for me to
He
come
is
in here
a
and
sweet
say
kid. I
that.
like
I
him.
can't do it.
That's why he's not.
I can't do it. I mean, like, the stress. I can't even talk to you on the phone. It's like,
That's the other thing. He tells me I'm.
hello! You're like, you know, like, what? You know, like, Art, hey, it's Ted. I just gotta, you got the, and by this point, fuck a schedule. I don't even know what day it is. By this point, it's like, what do you want? You're like,
But it's unprofessional.
And then I just fucking, and then of course I get the, and then,
I would enjoy
and then
this
it's
job. It's so
backpedaling.
funny.
2 steps forward and 17 back.
It is funny.
And I'm sitting there going, and I'm walking.
And now Ted is, of course, Ted has become, like everyone who brushes up against Howard, they've become a little bit of a celebrity. So of course, now Ted has become a bit of a celebrity.
How about when you bring me out on stage in front of 3,500 people and have them chant homo? How about that?
No,
it's on YouTube and all my friends email it to me.
They chanted it.
Am I bitching about
And I did
No.
a disclaimer. They chanted it. I just encouraged it.
Oh, you encouraged it.
And I have no proof you're gay.
Look.
No.
Let me just go on record.
I'll give you my.
He's not a gay guy. He's not a gay guy.
I'm never going to
First
sue
of all,
you because of it.
Teddy has inspired me. I have an announcement for Sirius. I can't do this job.
You're not professional.
But don't you see, like, when he says that to me, Howard, my heart breaks. Like, I want to go, Ted, no, you have to. Like, yesterday he goes, I don't know, I just want to, in life, I just want to make benefits. I mean, like, he just wants to make his health benefits. I feel...
Well, he's not super motivated in this area.
But what area are you super motivated in?
I don't know.
He hasn't found that area
I just want to
yet.
dance.
If you could
Teddy,
dance,
I
that
like
would be
you,
great.
and I don't want to talk you out of a job, but I guess you've got to sit down.
I do.
Do you have a dream?
Okay, can I say one more thing?
No,
Can I say one more thing?
You have no
I
dream?
just want to. I want to
Howard,
live
okay.
comfortably and be happy. I wanted to work for you when I came here. I
Can I
got
say
that.
one more
I've gotten
thing?
every goal I've aspired for.
That's a shame.
He's such a fuck up that he's funny, and I love him. Like in a way, it's like so. We go to the Playboy. Now, first of all, look at the perks he has.
Yeah.
In the last year, he's
Well, that
been,
part he's good at.
In the last year, he's been with me to South Beach twice.
Right.
I got him a room at this place, the 𝗦𝗵cie, this hotel down there.
Beautiful.
Okay, so he has the run of places like Carnegie Hall, Symphony Hall in Boston. He came with me to the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
We did, gigs in the Ritz-Carlton in Boston is where he stayed with me, and he's been all over the place.
He goes, yeah.
Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas, a free room,
Maybe the problem is he's living above his means because he's living your lifestyle, and then he gets home and he's looking to buy a motorcycle.
Well, that's the other thing too.
Right.
So now the other thing, I also trust him with my money, so he sees what I make.
Right.
Now I told him from the beginning. I said, Ted, listen, dude. You can't ever bring up in my face what I make. You can't bring it up based on what you make because that's a whole. So, and then one time in an argument, he was like, "Well, I don't make what you make, dude." I'm like, "Ted, that's not the issue here. You know, if you're gonna be like that, now I can't have you see the checks. It's weird."
Right.
So we go to the Playboy Mansion. I have to do stand up there. Now, Teddy goes into the Playboy Mansion. First time I lived in L.A. for 5 years, I never got in. So we walked in there, very, very stressful gig. I had to do stand-up in front of a group of people that were getting waited on by smoking hot waitresses, like the owner of the Lakers. No one's listening.
There's a lot to compete with.
But I got guaranteed a certain amount of money, so I had to stay on stage a certain amount of time. I stay on stage a certain amount of time, and then I have other friends coming to meet me who I invited. So there was stuff that needed to happen.
Right.
Teddy gets high. He smokes weed by the monkeys.
And
by the little zoo that happened?
The little zoo, he disappeared. I don't even know
Did
where
you
it was.
smoke some weed down by the zoo?
Down by the zoo? Perhaps.
Okay, whatever. So, look, it's weed, whatever. And he might have smoked it with another sort of B-list celebrity. But anyway.
All right.
But so it's like, so now he's high.
He can't be high when he's expected to be working.
I mean, right. So now he's like, hey, dude, we're at the Playboy Mansion. I'm like, well, you're working. Do you know how many other friends of mine would have come to get high at the Playboy Mansion?
Yeah.
I paid him to come get high.
But you don't understand. He was at the Playboy Mansion. You're supposed to get high.
Of course, that was his explanation. Like, that's what his explanation is to me.
No, Teddy, this work isn't for
Teddy,
you.
you're trying to get fired. That's what you're trying to do.
I don't know, but Teddy, you can't go on a gig where the guy's dependent on you. And
I know. Well, I've gotten better. And that was all in the beginning, and I was a real idiot.
No. Teddy, you know what a job is.
But now
you don't
see me.
That was all in the beginning. That was all in the beginning.
I mean, in the last bunch of gigs we've had, you said every gig, you're like, good job. It's got, I don't get.
You didn't make it to Pittsburgh. You didn't make it to Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's my fault that the weather delayed a flight.
Get in the car and drive. That's what I did. What did I do?
They wouldn't let me off the plane. What am I supposed to do?
He's always got an excuse.
There's a lot of excuses.
But I mean,
yeah.
All right, look. I don't even look. I don't know. I just wanted to be.
I want to hear the audio of Teddy is gay.
There's another great Teddy.
Wait. Here's your.
What, on the YouTube?
Yeah, just bring up the Tower TV volume.
Very good.
Thank you. My shining moment, everybody.
That, by the way, is at Symphony Hall in Boston.
Right.
Well, you're big time.
But
you've arrived.
Again, and it's like, but I see like hot chicks come up to him and want his autograph. They want to take pictures with him, and he's got to run a Symphony Hall in Boston. And then, okay, we go to Boston. He's got a room at the Ritz-Carlton. He invites one of his dirtbag friends, who now lies to my cousins. God forbid this wasn't my little cousin, because they'd be dead. But one of his friends comes, and my cousin goes to Boston University. So she's there with a gaggle of hot chicks. He tells one of my cousin's friends that he goes to Harvard and bangs her.
Oh, no.
The kid doesn't go to Harvard.
Right.
He bangs my cousin's friend, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know the girl that well. That's fine. And then Teddy's laughing about it. I'm like, I'm not going to laugh with you about that.
Yeah,
You're not my friend. It's so low rent.
He's supposed to watch out.
It's so low rent.
Yeah, you got to take care of
I'm like, were you sure he wasn't wasn't telling my cousin he went to Harvard?
I heard you told Tim, Jim, and Jason the wrong time for Artie's Caroline show, and they all missed the show.
Is that true?
Is that true?
Well, that was a big mess up with a lot. You know what? I tell everybody what time Artie's show starts at 8 o'clock, and everybody just wants to know what time Artie gets on.
I see.
But you know what?
So usually it's a 2-hour show.
You don't
Caroline's changed it on me to a 90-minute show. So
they changed it on you again.
They changed it last second. I didn't know.
It's not your fault.
No, but I mean,
but you have to tell people, look, that is selfish of them. Like, look, fuck you. I don't care if you don't want to see. You want to know what time Artie's show is? You get there at 8, and if you got to sit through 2 other comics, it's not my problem. Tell them that. Artie's show starts at 8 o'clock. I don't need to know what your schedule is.
Right.
They don't want to sit through 2 other comedians.
Started, and I'm sorry, the last thing in my mind was to call back Ross Apin and Tim Sabian and say,
that was
by the way, Artie's going to be on half an hour
So
early.
in other words, you fell into this assistant's job. It started out as one thing. Now it's becoming more of a responsibility.
Yeah, it's becoming a huge
maybe it's time for you to decide whether or not this is something you really
want. But you see how it
Sit down with Artie.
We're having fun talking about this. I really, genuinely don't think it's that big of a responsibility.
Well, it is.
Really don't.
It is.
To get a date right.
You're talking
to not get high at a gig.
For whatever reason, he's having a hard time with it.
Really? He can't do it. Whether it's a big deal or not.
To you, it's not a big deal.
He can't do it.
No, to me it is a big deal. That's why I have.
No,
I'm not good at this shit. I'm not.
Right, but he can't do it.
But like yesterday when he got the date wrong, I said, so now Ted, he goes, wow, son of a gun, look at that. Yeah, I did. I pulled that up. He goes, what happens with a computer? What happens with a computer? He goes, but what happens with a computer? So I'm like, I don't care what happens with a fucking computer.
Right, the computer's not the problem.
I mean, and I said, so now Ted, how are you helping me with this date? Do you want to do the gig? I told you the date. Now we're reversing. Why don't you go do the gig now? I told you the date.
Could you not get high or drunk at Artie's gigs? Can we start with that?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right. Thank you. Listen, I need to move along, and thank you. I hope you guys work.
He's not fired. I don't want to. I really think we can work through this. I really do. I feel bad for the guy. I like him. He's a good guy. I
can see that you have affection for him.
I do. I have a lot of affection for him. He's actually funny. I actually
Teddy, are you going to
I think he'd be a better sort of comedy writer. I don't know.
I need help. I mean, I think that you have a team.
Do you need an assistant?
Maybe he can bring someone else in for a little help.
You see how Howard's life is more complicated than mine.
Right. You're a close second. I mean, you know,
I
you're
play
in
chess
here,
on the internet all day.
Yeah,
People
but
have to track me.
Howard has 3 children, and there's a lot going on.
Right, okay, there's a lot going on.
He's running a big business here. I have gigs on the fucking road.
All right, Teddy, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you. Teddy,
You're a good kid, Teddy.
Yes, Howard TV.
Ted, so what's the deal now? Are you gonna resign?
I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I'm in there pleading for help, and
Artie seems willing to give it to you. He seems
no, he's not. He's saying that he won't fire me and he won't give me help, so I have to somehow figure out how to do this by myself.
Well, that's just it. You've been given another chance, or you've been given a sort of a reprieve here.
Right, but I don't know. I'm telling him that it's not working. I need help. I need, you know, either I need to be able to focus all my time and energy on this, or he needs to bring in someone else part-time and have 2 part-time people doing 1 full-time job.
Why not revamp your approach, though? Why not take like a 2-week period where you do things completely differently and in a more organized way?
I don't know. I mean, I could try something like that, but it's tough because I'm always coming back. I mean, you got to remember, everything's coming back to this place, and first things first are my responsibilities here, and then, you know, I don't know. I have to just basically invent a whole new system for. I mean, what happened with the date was literally just a really bad, you know, misfortune, and an awful, on the worst day possible. I mean, you know, that's it. Just the worst day possible. I don't know how that date got switched. And again, I just came off looking like, I mean, if you make the tiniest little mistake, it's this big when it reaches, you know. Of course, but
it seems as if he'd give you, you know, a free pass if your whole approach was more organized, and you've admitted that you're disorganized.
I'm just, look, I've had a system. I've tried different variations. Ultimately, it's impossible when I can't get through to him, I can't communicate with him, and weeks go by where I don't even talk to him. And then by that point, so much stuff gets backed up that I don't even know where to begin when I do get in touch with him. And you tell me, you know, someone has an ironclad system for that.
Right. No, there are difficulties.
You know,
I can see.
You give me an ironclad system for, you know, not speaking to someone who's got, you know, I need to talk to him every day, and I talk to him once a week, and if that.
Why not stop him here at the show?
For 36 hours. You've seen us in the hallway trying to. I try to bring him stuff, but it's not the best place for him to talk about stuff. He's, you know, been up since 4 in the morning. He's exhausted, and then the show's going on, and it's hard to talk to him out here.
Artie, I got to take umbrage with you for one thing.
Howard, you're being wrong.
Can I tell you why
I'm right?
You're
coddling him.
No, I'm not.
Because
I'm going to tell you something.
Whatever.
All right, hear my point of view.
You're really fucked up, man.
No, I hate you, Ted.
Yeah.
No, Artie, no. Artie, stop it. Artie, stop it.
Teddy.
Stop it. Whoa. Artie, no. Artie.
Go! Now, close the door! Jesus Christ, you people are crazy!
Steal my fucking money today!
Oh, wait a second. Wow.
I can't tell. Why are you bringing this up? Look at this. You can't hold
No,
on.
Artie, stop it.
Jesus Christ!
Oh.
What the F is going on here?
I don't know. Good morning to you. Colton, you're on the air. Good morning. We're back live.
Hello?
Yes, Colton. What can I do for you?
Yo, I just want to make sure Artie's back.
You want to know if Artie's back? Well, I'll reveal that later in the show.
I've been dying all week.
I'm going to tell you everything that is going on. Greg, you're on the air in West Haven, Connecticut.
Yeah, Rob, same thing as that guy. I want to know if he quit or what.
All right, let's go to...
Well, I'm here.
Robin is here for those of you who are worried she quit too. Matt, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, what's up? I love you, man, but I listened to that fight a couple times on YouTube, and I mean,
Teddy kept asking to leave, and you just kept prodding and prodding.
Oh, it's your fault.
So it is my fault. Artie did accuse me.
I knew it was somebody's fault.
Yeah, I knew it was my fault. Somehow it's always my fault. Let's go to...
If you're in the room.
Let's go to Mark. Mark in Chicago. Go ahead.
Hey, I don't know. I mean, if he is back, why does he get second, chance after chance after chance? I mean, look at this guy's track record. He's fought with Dice, Levy, Richard Sal, High Pitched Mike, you.
Well, I'm not going to tell you if...
How many chances does this guy get? I mean, there is a double standard here.
I'm not going to tell you...
It sounds like a
triple standard. I'm not going to tell you if Artie is back or not, but I did have a conversation with him during the week where he told me he's not a violent guy.
Oh, you're kidding.
That's right.
Well, how is he having all these fights?
I don't know why he's having all these fights. Let's go to... Kevin.
For a non-violent guy.
Kevin in Brooksbury, Pennsylvania. Yes, Kevin.
How we doing?
All right.
Artie is back. I know he's back.
How do you know that?
I know.
How would you know?
It's a psychic.
I heard the laugh.
You heard his laugh. How do you know it wasn't Fred playing a sound effect?
No, I was him. Artie always laughs on the punchline there, and I heard him. He's back.
How do you know it wasn't Fred playing a sound effect?
No, it's not Fred.
Fred, play Artie's laugh to prove that you were doing that.
Fred is good.
There he goes again. He just played it again.
There you go.
There it is. Play it again. See?
No, he's back. Please, God, I hope he's back. Hey, guys, it's the first time I ever got through. I love the show.
Thank you, Kevin.
I got satellite just for you guys. This is the second time I've come out to my car at 6 in the morning. The other time was 1906.
Thank you.
Oh, nice.
All right, Kevin, thank you. I will reveal whether Artie is back in just a moment. Vaughn, go ahead. You're on the air in San Jose, California.
Yeah, hey, Howard, I know Artie's there, and I'm going to say this. Artie, you need to make a proper commitment to the show. Enough of this goddamn stand-up. It's getting in the way of the show. You use the show to sell out your stand-up and play bigger venues, but then doing those shows interferes with the show.
There's that laugh again. Is that real or is it Memorex? Let's go to Brian. Brian in East Setauket, New York.
Hey now.
Hey now.
I want to know if we'll ever get to see that fight on Howard TV between him and Teddy.
All right, so here I will reveal to you now. Fred, give me a drum roll, because we left you with a cliffhanger on Thursday, a week ago. Artie, if you are here, are you back on the show? Oh, here's that laugh.
Wow. Yes, I am here.
You are here. You are sitting here, which is a miracle, actually, because I will tell you, I never thought
it is a miracle.
I never thought you would be back on the show, and you're clean shaven, and you're here, and I'm happy about it.
Yes, thank you.
Now, Benji,
so am I.
Benji, when you were last with Artie, you were restraining him, weren't you?
No, sorry about that.
Benji actually held you. Were you the main guy who held Artie back?
Who was holding Artie back?
Teddy said Ronnie saved his life.
Well, Ronnie came in and got Teddy out, I think. That's how it went.
But Benji gave you the first tackle, but you got past
I think I was just trying to slow down a little.
Well, yeah, Benji was the first obstacle.
What, did you throw a body block or something?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know exactly.
You did get past Benji. I was surprised. But Benji slowed you down somewhat.
Yeah, Benji is, he's like that linebacker who Earl Campbell crushed that one time.
Right, he sacrificed it.
Benji was already hard to restrain.
Well, I think I was more, like I said, I wasn't like a restraint as much as just trying to slow down. And
you put your belly in his way.
Yeah.
We had contact. Our bellies hit. Which, I'm surprised there wasn't a fucking earthquake.
Artie, before I play the massive amount of news reports about this and go into exactly what happened and talk about this, are you wanting to make a statement of some kind?
Do you have anything to say?
Do you have any?
Listen, I was waiting for you guys to ask. That was wonderful.
right, I'll go into the story. Before you make your statement, why don't I go into
Well, I mean, but the only thing I want to say is that, of course, I'm sorry. Very, very sorry. It's all my fault. It wasn't anybody else's fault. It wasn't Teddy's fault. It was my fault. And this week, I have been overwhelmed by how nice people have treated me. I really feel like I'm part of a family. Howard called me in the middle of what was probably a stressful week for him doing stuff, and a really, there wasn't an ounce of anger or anything but concern for me. And other people here reacted similar, in a similar way. Tim Sabian, Mel Karmazin, Don Buchwald. I got calls from everybody on the staff here, and I really feel like I am part of a family, and that is such a touching thing. And, I was blown away by how nice everybody was. And Howard's call meant a lot to me. I apologized to him as many times as I could, and I want to apologize to the fans.
It was only until now that you found out you were a member of a family?
Well, it's like...
Sometimes it takes a crisis, right?
No. I realize that. I realize that, but this was really something else. I mean, I fucked up in a major way. I've been fucking up my whole life. And, that's it, really. What I want, I'm happy to be back. The show is the most important thing in my life. It's the only thing that's probably keeping me alive, quite frankly. And, Doug Goodstein's got the pace. Benji called. Everybody called and was so nice. And I appreciate it, man. I really, really appreciate it. And I'd like to think, if God forbid, the tables were turned, I would do the same for you guys, because I felt amazing. And I mean, other people like David Spade called me, and Norm and Jimmy Kimmel, they were offering me to stay at their house in California for a week and just get my head straight.
What would that do for you?
I don't know, but I said...
Staying at David Spade's house might not be the best thing.
Well, I said to Jimmy Kimmel, who really was concerned and offered me, I said, if I stay at your house, we're not going to be friends anymore. I guarantee it'll be my fault. But, so it was just amazing. And the big thing, though...
Maybe you want to stay at David's house then.
Well, what I want to say is Teddy... it's not his fault. He's a good kid. He's not stealing money from me. We have money issues.
That was something you said in the heat of the moment.
That was in the heat of the moment. And
Art, what do you
kid
think
is not a thief. And
Art, what do you think happened? What happened? Was it just a bad day for you? As you explained
Were
to me
you
on the
having
phone,
a bad day? You were supposed to be going to Amsterdam that night.
Well, I was surprised, actually, and maybe it was partially my fault in the sense that I even said to Artie, I don't know, I was just,
how could it be your fault if you don't know what Artie's going through?
I know,
that's the other thing.
So many people accused me of instigating this, and I said, well, we always all fight on the air.
As the host of the show, you're probably, and the most famous guy, they're probably going to go for the juiciest thing. And the other thing is, that's the other thing I want to say. In no way do I feel it's Howard's fault at all. I said a lot of things when I was mad. I know you don't give a shit about stuff like this, but it's the one time I actually used my publicist for something important. I got back from Amsterdam, and I saw that Page 6 had run a couple of stories 2 days in a row, and Daily News, and the main part they said, Lange blamed Howard for the fight, and I felt terrible, so my publicist was able to get something in Russian Malloy that basically said the truth, that I feel I betrayed Howard. He gave me a chance. I have a bad track record. I promised him it wouldn't happen again, and if anything, Howard was nice to me to give me another shot. I love him, and I'm sorry. And they got that in the paper, but
they did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. The Russian Malloy took care of me, and I appreciate that. And that's how I really feel, And
have you spoken with Teddy since the incident?
Yes, I called Teddy. And I basically said what I said here. I said, "Look, Ted, man, obviously." And he knows from touring with me for a year and a half. He knows I'm nuts. And I said, I don't have any excuse. I'm sorry, it's not your fault. Please, under no circumstances, quit your job. It's serious. I would feel terrible about that. I'm the one who should leave if anybody.
He was thinking of quitting his job.
Yes, he said that on the air.
Well, afterwards, after the incident on the air, I spoke with Teddy, and Teddy was feeling so horrible. He said, if I'm responsible for Artie not being with the show, I don't want to be here anymore. I'll leave. And I said, Teddy, no. You did nothing wrong. You are absolutely welcome here. You're thinking backwards here. Artie, you know, Artie.
And he did nothing wrong.
He did nothing wrong. I said, this is something that has to be worked out between you and Artie, I suppose, or not, but you did not do anything wrong. And there's no way I would ever stand for you leaving here. So that was...
Well, that was nice.
off the
I'm sure he
table,
needed that from you, too. That was nice.
He was shook up.
I finally got a chance to hear the West Coast feed after a few hours. I talked to some people. I talked to a shrink that I deal with sometimes. And, you know, I heard Robin say, obviously, you know, there's the A.J. Benza thing, and there is a double standard, and... Gary came in and said, this was funny. I thought the example, Gary.
AJ wrote me and said, hey, can I be interviewed? You know,
did he really?
Yeah, he goes,
come back now.
Yeah, he goes, I should be given a second chance, too.
Well, then AJ actually made contact with the guy.
Well, I said to him, yeah, I guess you definitely call in because, you know, it would be...
And all doors are open, apparently.
Evidently.
Yeah, well, and you know, Robin's point was well taken. I thought she was right there. And Gary came in, the example he used was, look, what if one day Joan Rivers says something and he starts beating her up?
That's right.
I said, I'd like to think, I called Gary and I said, Gary, your point was well taken, but I'd like to think there's something inside of me that would not beat up Joan Rivers.
Well, in all seriousness,
you know.
I'd like to see that. That'd be funny.
Well, let me tell you about my side of this thing, because what happened with me.
Right.
So, of course, Artie and Teddy got into their thing on the air, and it was best that Artie leave the studio. You were in an agitated state. I never saw you so crazed. You know, your eyes were popping out of your head.
Did you see Jason Reitman when you left?
No.
Oh, Jason did see you.
He did?
He tried to talk to you.
He tried to talk to you. And you were so... He had you in mind for the lead in his next movie.
Howard, I got to tell you, just the last thing before you talk. From the time that I said I resign, and you know, I didn't know what to do, and that was more emotion than I've ever had in my life. I was so emotional.
Right.
And like even just like trying to give you a hug or something and then leave and really tell you that I love you, and you know, it's just I fucked up a lot in my life where I end relationships badly. I always told you guys.
Right, you always do that. That's what I thought this was.
You wrote the script. You said it would happen exactly as it did.
Yeah, I mean, if I could tell you, I mean, I wasn't obviously nearly as famous back then, but if I had the notoriety I have now when I left Mad TV, forget it. That would have been, that was even worse. I took a swing at a cop. But after, I took a swing at a cop with an 8-ball of cocaine on me at 11 a.m. in Hollywood. But from the time I sort of hugged you there and went down into the elevator, I was almost in like an emotional blackout. I really was so crazed. Wow. And I felt so horrible that I had once again fucked up my life, or at least put myself out there, you know, on the air, places. I hailed a cab immediately, and there's 2 cops who walk a beat around here, and they're great guys. They're fans of the show, and they were in their squad car, and they followed the cab that I got into.
Thank God.
And they pulled up. Again, everybody was so nice. They pulled up at a light and said, "You all right, man? You need us to do anything for you? You know, we love you." And I was like, "Nah, you know, I'm an asshole."
You didn't go to the Brooklyn Diner?
No, that was wrong.
We heard you were spotted eating ferociously in the Brooklyn Diner, and I'm not kidding you. You're kidding. He went down and ate?
Really? That's what we thought.
Yeah.
Eating ferociously was accurate, but it wasn't the Brooklyn Diner. There's a diner in Hoboken on Sinatra Drive called the Turning Stone. That's awesome.
Did you go there?
I did.
You did. Oh, so you were in a diner.
Yes.
You had a report that you were in a diner.
I mean, look, someone could have just went with the odds and said I'm in a diner.
After an explosion like that, which was very emotional, I mean, you're talking about your job, you're talking about throwing everything away.
Everything.
What did you eat? I gotta know.
Yeah, what do you eat at a time like that?
I had a mozzarella omelet with sausage and
most people might not be hungry after something like that would happen.
It's the epitome of comfort food.
You had been eating all morning. I'm surprised you had an appetite.
Now, what kind of bread do you have with that?
Getting by Benji works up an appetite.
You got by 4
What do you
guys.
have with that?
What kind of bread?
Yeah.
rye toast with butter and jam.
Oh.
Did you have any drink with it? Or?
I had 2 chocolate milk.
Oh.
I love Diner chocolate milk. I love it. It's so great.
It's with the syrup and everything.
Yeah, they make it with Jay's syrup. And I love that milk thing where it comes out like ice cold and I had
and did
coffee.
you have a dessert?
I had no, it's
some
breakfast.
pie?
Yeah, you don't eat.
You don't eat
dessert
pie
with breakfast.
I had, but I did go to Starbucks and get a chocolate chunk cookie that I heated up.
Oh, you did. All right.
And plus, I got to get on a plane now. Like, you know, be in the bathroom for 8 hours on the way.
A lot of people were surprised you even went on the trip to Amsterdam.
Yeah, that was speculation afterward. Is he going to Amsterdam?
And I had gotten a report. Gary was giving me updates whenever he heard him. He said, Artie was spotted in the airport. Teddy is there, too, but they're not talking to him.
Well, I got to the gate, and, the trip to Amsterdam took on a whole different life for me. It became like, well, shit, thank God we have a week off, and I'll be out of town, you know. And
like, you really needed to get out of town.
Yeah, out of the country, and it was a beautiful hotel, and this amazing service there.
I had advised Teddy not to go if you were going, because I was afraid for him.
Yeah, you know, look, it's like, I'm sorry, you're totally justified in thinking that, but I feel so bad that someone actually thinks that I'm that much of an asshole. But I guess there's examples that, you know, go against me thinking that.
Right. So
I saw Teddy. What happened was like, look, I saw Teddy and I made eye contact with him as we were getting on the plane. We were sitting far away from each other on the plane, and I said, look, it's too soon to start a conversation. I didn't want it to go, you know what I mean? Like, I had to think more, and I didn't want him to think I wasn't talking to him because I was still mad, but I had to think about what I'm going to say because I don't want it to be the wrong thing and start something, God forbid, in the airport. So,
in the plane.
I don't know. To me, I don't know what's going on with our stock, but to me, I think everyone has Sirius that I've ever met.
Yes,
people at the airport.
God. Everyone knows.
Airline attendants, they had all heard it. Like that, they all knew what was going on.
Right.
I guess maybe the computer or something, but and
there was no hiding.
I got to Amsterdam, and I pull up to my hotel, and there's 2 guys, and they're Americans. I don't know if they live there or not. I'm walking in the hotel, and they go, dude, you fucked up this morning, man. This is in Holland. They stream on the computer. I mentioned that to Howard, and you were like, maybe they stream on the computer, and then, but I went in and I just relaxed. I didn't see Teddy the whole trip. I did get together with the guys, to walk around, but.
I heard
with all of the guys or just some of the guys?
Well, there was 20 guys, so they were all spread out. I just happened to, I took a boat to their hotel, a gondola. And,
did you have dinner with Teddy that night?
No, I never got a chance to have a meal with the guys. We walked around for a few days, and I just stayed to myself. It really was cathartic walking around. It's such a beautiful city.
It is a beautiful city, but what do you do there alone?
Yeah, well, what about the whores and the drugs?
I did. I went.
Yeah, I mean, did you imbibe in whores and drugs?
I didn't do any of the H's that I love, heroin or hookers.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm not going to do heroin. I mean, heroin would have been so.
No, but I meant the hookers.
Well, I took a boat tour, and we went to the red light district. And apparently, if you pay a boat guy $40,000, he'll do whatever you want. The dollar really sucks. I mean, it's insane to go. This is such a
Florida hooker.
Yeah, such euros.
There are a lot of places in America now that are taking euros.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes,
You're kidding
because
me.
they're stronger than the dollar.
I brought some back with me, so we stopped. We docked the boat at the red light district, and I walked around. And Phelan had the same observation. The culture over there, they're in like these whores are in like little lockers in windows, and they're just. And we were there. My guy.
I heard they're not
I didn't
that
get a hot batch.
Yeah.
Because it was the time of day. He said, like, look, at night, about 9 o'clock on a Friday, you're going to see some hot chicks. But he goes,
you go during the day, it's frightening.
This was like a Wednesday afternoon. Some of them were old.
Yeah.
They looked like grandmothers with their tits hanging to their knees.
I told you, we walked out. There was a woman Must have been 87.
Really?
Yeah. And
87.
One leg in one corner of the window and one leg in the other corner of the window.
Well, that's inviting. But, you know, but I was thinking to myself about these old whores. The one thing that tempted me was they probably give an amazing blowjob, I would assume.
Well, they've got to try very, very hard.
They must really put out.
Plus, it's their profession. So I walked around the red light district. I didn't partake in anything. But when I met the guys one day, we walked into a cafe. Jason and his brothers, who were really nice guys, Phelan and Shuley, and I smoked a joint. And I gotta tell you, man, I didn't notice how strong it was, but it was such a smooth, like, it was fantastic weed, I guess, because 3 puffs I was feeling all right. But, you know, like in the Jimi Hendrix song, Are You Experienced? Like, not necessarily stoned, but beautiful. You
had that.
I was beautiful.
Wow.
I was beautiful. And I like, all my troubles.
You didn't get paranoid on the pod?
No, and I had the same reaction you. I've had my worst experience with drugs, the hard drugs I've done, was with weed.
Right.
In L.A. Like that crazy chronic shit or whatever the fuck it is. But I smoked this joint, we shot some pool, and look, Amsterdam, they're not violent people, and I'm sure, you know, legalizing weed is the right thing, but there are a lot of people who sit in these cafes who are about 42 who look like they might have had a shot, and they're just staring into space. Like, you saw guys who were like going, God, I came here to be an author or a singer, and it just didn't work out, you know.
Right. There's a lot of, looks like lazy sort of people hanging around.
It's over for them.
Yeah.
And at that point, I related to them.
Now, while you were in Amsterdam...
So I walked back to my hotel, which was a little bit of a walk, and you're going to love this, because this was my favorite part about the culture over there. These guys will attest. I was beautiful. I left. I said, I'll try to call you guys later. I walked back to my hotel along one of the canals. And I found a place for pancakes. It is the capital of the world for pancakes.
What makes these pancakes so great?
The guys have all had them. They're big, they're light, they're fluffy, they're unbelievable.
You're talking about like these big giant pancakes, and they're loaded up with
like a whole plate full of one pancake.
Right, but in New York, it's almost like they're coming off an assembly line. These are like there's a fat old Dutch woman making you this. It's rich with butter and syrup. So
are there apples in it, or is there chocolate?
You can get all that stuff. You can get everything on the side. I had butter.
Just butter.
Butter.
Extra butter.
Yeah.
Butter pancakes.
Butter pancakes, and and a couple of eggs. And the eggs over there are really yellow and
orange almost.
Nothing's added to them.
Yeah.
So I sat down, and if you could imagine, any pothead would think after smoking weed like that and walking a little bit.
How much weed did you smoke?
An enormous pick.
Did you take one hit or many?
I took I shared a joint with a couple of the guys. I probably took about 6 or 7 hits total.
Wow. So you were flying.
Yeah, I felt really good, and I walked it off a little bit, but God, it was just like, it was fantastic.
Did you hear any music? Did you have your iPod with you?
I had my iPod, and I was listening to that.
And you're by yourself eating pancakes.
I went by myself. I got an enormous pancake, Howard. I had, like syrup was dripping, and I was so happy. And these people know this, look, because everybody's a pothead.
Right.
You know, it was I'm such a typical arrogant American. I didn't try to slow down my accent. Like, you give me a pancake and a couple, and you expect me. I talk like a fucking Tony Soprano, and these guys all, you know, they adjust for us.
And you only have one pancake? Is that they're so large?
I had 2 of them.
You had 2.
Oh my
Both
God.
of them covered them, but there's probably the equivalent of 7.
Both pancakes covered the entire plate.
Yeah, but they were so light and fluffy and just wonderful.
And just 2 eggs.
Yeah, it was probably. You know what? This is pathetic, but it's probably the best afternoon I've ever had in my life.
Is that right?
It might have been, except I didn't get laid, but.
Big deal.
I then walked off the pancake, which I fooled myself. Well, I'll walk it off. I'll be fine.
How far did you walk? To Denmark?
Well, yeah, I should have walked home. But I got back to my hotel, and I just laid down, and oh, my God, the feeling lasted for so long.
Then I fell asleep, and I was supposed to meet the guys for dinner, because I said, Jason, I'll buy you dinner. And I woke up, it was 1 a.m. I missed dinner.
No alarm clock in that room.
No. But I didn't, Teddy, and it was just by sheer chance. I didn't see Teddy. They splintered off the group.
Have you and Teddy spoken since the incident?
So when I got back after I spoke with you...
Well, let me just say that Artie, from my end of it, I mean, I had the worst week of vacation. I'm so happy to be back at work, I can't even tell you. After the show on Thursday, I knew I was coming down with a cold Wednesday. I had a bit of a sore throat.
You didn't even...
You told me that. I felt so bad for you. Howard, the first thing he said on the phone is, I'm sick, and I'm like, you're sick on vacation.
Yeah, I talked to him and found out he was sick, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So Thursday, we did the show. You had your whatever that was. And then I'm dealing with that at work, and
I'm sorry.
And let me apologize to the audience if people were offended that I take responsibility for this. I killed the replay of the show, and I killed the Howard TV presentation of what happened. Now, I've been widely criticized on every fan network and all of this. And
at the time, we didn't know exactly what was going on.
Well, again, I'll take the hit for that, guys, because it was a favor to me.
No, well, listen, I hadn't spoken with Artie yet, but Artie left here. Honestly, Artie, and hold off on that. I don't want to play this. I don't know what the reaction would be, and God forbid somebody... What if Artie goes to a hotel? I really was afraid you were going to go kill yourself.
And you don't want it playing for a week.
Well, let me explain something, because we never actually talked about how I felt about that. I said thank you, but I got to tell you, for the record, you did the right thing, because I was dreading, I didn't know about it, and I was on the plane, and I looked at my watch, and I'm going, God, people are hearing this again right now. And
that's what I was afraid of.
I really, at that point, it would have been rough for me, man. It would have been. So, and it was a favor to me, and I appreciate it. And for the record, you did the right thing. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, dude, you could have played. That's not true. If you did, I mean, obviously, I made my bet. I got to lie in it. But you did the right thing there, man, because I was freaking that people were hearing.
Yeah, I was really just trying to picture... I really do love Artie, and I did not want him to be further distressed. I honestly didn't, and that was where I was coming from. I wasn't sitting and thinking once, oh, wow, this will be great for the ratings or something.
No, that never played into your conversation at all. It was all about the condition of those involved.
I was afraid you might do something to hurt yourself. I really was. I didn't want you going on heroin. I didn't want you hurting yourself. I mean, God forbid. And,
And of all the places I'm going to Amsterdam.
So
we were all concerned about that.
Let's take a couple of calls. Dominic Barber, you're on the air.
2 things. Number one, I'm talking to somebody, and I say, well, did he land yet? And the person says, you mean the Pope? I said, no, Artie. The other point with Artie is that all of us were waiting to hear if he overdosed in heroin, in Amsterdam on heroin, because all of us were saying, oh, he's not going. Then when we heard you went, oh, he's going to take heroin. I know he is. Am I correct that you got high and ate pancakes and we had to worry about your life?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I got pissed because I was having a miserable day, and then I heard Artie got on a plane to Amsterdam. I'm like, why am I feeling so bad?
Well, what was weird for me is that now I get this horrible sore throat and swollen glands, and I'm sick as a dog, and just bummed out. And I wake up. I went to sleep, and I woke up, and then there's like a bunch of phone calls from Artie. And he's about to get on a plane to Amsterdam, and he was just basically saying, look, man, it's over. I thought it through. It's the right thing to do because, I don't want to put the show and put you in an uncomfortable spot and all this kind of stuff. And he left me 4 rather long messages.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they were very long. I still have them, by the way.
I haven't looked at it again.
Yeah.
Did he run out the memory?
Yeah, he kind of did, but
I just didn't know what the to do. So I mean, that was the only reaction I had. I got to somehow say I'm sorry, and
I appreciated the phone calls, and I went, I should call Artie, but he's probably about an hour or 2 away from getting on a plane, and I can't even talk at this point. My throat is on fire. I can't. And I just said, when Artie gets back, I'll let him go chill out, and I'll call him. So I heard you were back. I had heard through Gary that you would come back. And I called Artie, and I said, Art, look, how you doing, and all that kind of stuff. And
you talked to him personal.
Yes, I did, and I was anxious to speak to him, and I came from a very sincere place, and I said to Artie, look, if this show is, affecting your health and hurting you, and I said, then you have every right to leave, and you should leave. I really thought Artie wanted to just leave. In fact, I kind of thought, like, maybe this was your psychological way of getting out of it, and, like, making the decision. That way you didn't even have to make a decision. I didn't know where the hell you were at, but I said to Art, I said, man, I said, I'll do anything that helps you. If this show is so bad for your health and all that kind of stuff, then you got to get away from the show, and I understand. I really do. But I said, also, I said, I wish it wasn't so definite, too, that, that you'd made this big decision. And we started talking, and Artie really did want to come back, and Artie does want to be part of the show, and I said, I don't even know. I said, from my end, I want you on the show, and I know the fans want you on the show, and you're great for the show. You're terrific. I said, but, there's people you got to talk to here. It's serious, and make sure it's okay to come back and all that stuff. And Artie went ahead and had a bunch of meetings. I don't know who you met with, but he met with a bunch of people. And, so I feel very lucky that you're back on the show. I feel fortunate. I feel good about it. I feel great about it.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you're here, and you're important to me. And I know you're important to everyone here. And I hope things are going to be okay.
We have to say, Artie, I don't know that there's another chance.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Based on the people I spoke to here, I don't think there is another chance. I mean, I really don't.
The only reason I would consider leaving the show or any work I'd be at right now is because, one, I talked to a couple of doctors, and I went a medical doctor too, and he's just like, look, wherever you were working now, my standpoint is you're close to a physical breakdown of how unhealthy you are.
Right.
And he's like, if you need to take some time to get healthy and even go to like some sort of, not like a rehab, but some sort of
resort.
I mean, he
like
goes,
The Biggest Loser, where you go and you're like,
Well, no, he's not going to Biggest Loser. He works there.
Well, fat camp, that kind of thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, for lack of a better word, but he said, because
Artie went to a pancake restaurant.
That's right. He's going to a resort where he can eat and sleep.
There was, you talk about violent. If someone tried to get in between me and that pancake, forget it. But, so he said I'm not saying like, you should leave the show career-wise or anything, and because what I told Howard is true. I mean, the show is the best thing ever, but he goes, you're not healthy, man. He goes, you're 40, and he goes, you could have a heart attack, like, so easily, and it wouldn't be a surprise, and mentally you're stressed, so he goes, the fact that the people are treating you so well at the show, maybe one day down the road you need to at least take some time and get better if you can't do it within that schedule. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, the thing I want to do right now is just get back on the air and just get back to normal.
So what, you come back to say I'm going on vacation?
No.
Doesn't sound like
No, I'm saying, I mean, look, what happened on the air the other day is, like, if I have a heart attack on the air, nobody wants that.
Let's take a couple of phone calls and see how the audience is reacting to this news and what's going on. Joe, you're on the air in Philadelphia. Welcome to the show. We're back live.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, Joe.
How you doing, everybody? Artie, glad to hear you're back. Time calling. I think, Artie, you just got pissed off. I know how you feel. You get pissed off, you flip out, you say things you don't mean. But, Howard, you're totally off base. He was going to kill himself.
Well, you want to know something?
Well, how does he know?
You haven't seen the TV, and if Artie okays it, I'll leave it up to you. If you feel okay about replaying the audio and the video of this.
Like, there was a bunch of things I wanted to stress when I was talking. That's one of them I forgot. Now the time has passed. These people, they pay money, and this is the greatest reality show ever, and You know, I'm fine with it at this point.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, you know, it might even be. I want to see what the hell was going on there. Like, I want to look at my eyes.
You want to know something? I am the only person who has a copy of it.
Right.
Did you look at it?
I could not.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I could not.
It's like the beheading video.
Yeah, I was so upset for you and for the show and for me personally. I was so upset that for the first time in my career, I really just didn't know what to do. And I really was worried about you. And I swear to my audience, and if you think I'm being wrong about this, I really didn't know what condition Artie was in, and I was not going to. I think the word is exacerbate the situation.
Exacerbate.
Exacerbate.
Sir.
Exacerbate. Exacerbate. Are you sure it's not exacerbate?
I know it's exacerbate.
I think there's an R in it.
There's an R in it.
I was not going to masturbate.
You didn't masturbate?
Don't avoid that.
You were really upset.
No, but I really, seriously, Artie, I did not know what to do, and I said, God forbid he hears this and it drives him over the edge. I just didn't want you to kill yourself. And it's easy to say, oh, Artie wasn't going to kill himself. When you see the tape and see how angry Artie was and how out of control this thing was, you'll see.
No, you did the right thing. I'm telling you, you're talking to me. I'm the guy who, yes, that would have been really horrible for me.
Well, the thing that really, you know, I was concerned about was that I know how you then come to your senses and beat yourself up for doing something like that. And I said, now he's going to be absolutely miserable.
And that took 10 minutes to get to that level, and then it was a couple of days of just wallowing in that. And if it had been replayed, and it would have been hard. But for the record, now the time has passed, absolutely, you have my permission to play it on TV and radio if you want. I mean, the fans, you know, I think you talk about a family thing, I think especially now it's serious, the fans are our extended family in a way, and I'm fine with them seeing it.
All right. I think it's now it's a week later, it's a whole different decision. But at the time, I wasn't going to make that decision, and I wasn't going to go home that day thinking, oh man, this is playing, and I don't know where he is.
You know what I started to think? I was like, you know, people are paying for a service now, and we appreciate that so much, and you know, I don't want people to start thinking, well, shit, they're editing stuff and blah, 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 and then Artie's getting a special treatment to the point where not only is he not getting fired, they're not airing it for him, and for a week I did get that treatment, but I don't want you to do it anymore. I want you to air it and let people see it.
All right.
Yeah, I guess it's better safe than sorry, huh, guys?
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's what I felt. I said, I don't know what the situation is. I don't know what Artie's condition is right now. I don't know what type of he's
in. The thing is, it was very real, and none of us knew how anything was going to play out at that point.
Yeah, I did not.
I guess I'd look at it differently because I flipped out like that before myself.
Well,
so
we don't know you, sir.
Yeah, we don't know you, Joe.
I got to say, this guy's from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Me and Levy did a couple of shows at this comedy club right outside of Philly, and you know how great the Philly fans are to us. And when I got on stage, man, I talk about almost crying. They gave me like a 10-minute ovation.
Wow.
Like I couldn't talk for 10.
This was during the vacation?
This was Friday and Saturday night.
I didn't know you did a gig.
We actually did a bunch of charity this weekend, Thursday through Saturday, for a firefighter who died in my hometown and a cop who needed help. And, man, the crowds were so nice, but, God, Philly, man, a 10-minute standing ovation. I almost started to cry.
Wow.
And it was a packed house, and that's just, what I realized was, I always knew this, but I think, you know, I'm so happy that Howard let me into this world. It's a great place to be. When I get off a plane in a city, I feel like I have like 20,000 best friends there, you know.
Right.
And I'm so appreciative that you let me have this, man. Like that's the other thing I told you on the message, and I feel I screwed it up. I've been a part of a big family that's so loyal and great, and
I always said you were throwing it away, and that's why I wanted to say to you. I said, you're throwing away a lot, man. You really are.
I used to have arguments with people even before I got on the show. People would talk about, like, what's an A-list star, what's a big star. And, like, I remember actually me and Norm Macdonald were arguing that. We said, I think Howard's more of an A-list star than Brad Pitt. They're like, why? And we would go, like, there's no way Brad Pitt's fans love him as much as they love Howard. You know what I mean? Like, there's that. I said, just look at that book signing, man. That ain't happening to Brad Pitt. And, you know, the fact that I used to talk about it and admire it, and because of you letting me in here, now I'm a part of it.
Right.
Like, I have such a unique thing going on. You couldn't get this anywhere else.
Right. And I thought you were throwing away a lot, and I wanted to say to you, well, that's your decision. You know, you want to throw it away, but it's a lot to throw away. But you got to do what's good for you and what's good for your health, and maybe this is a good thing. You said to me, this is probably the only thing that keeps me somewhat healthy.
Well, maybe it was good in the sense that you realized all of this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever thought about it in this way before.
I had a really good friend. You know, it's funny. When I got the job, another buddy of mine who's not in show business but a big fan, he said, look, Art, maybe for you, because he knows me, he goes, for you, maybe it's better that you stay on a show where you play a character, because, you know, he goes, and he said to me, he goes, Art, I love you, you're my best friend, but think about it, you're going on that show. He said to me, with all due respect, I've never met someone with more vices than you. He said, you have a gambling problem, you have a drug problem, you have a drinking problem, you're not healthy, you have a police record, you smoke and eat too much. He goes, all this is going to come out. And like,
let me ask you a question. Have you reflected on if you that day had actually gotten a hold of Teddy physically, do you think you would have hurt him?
Well, listen, I don't know if I talked about that with you, but I talked about it with Teddy, and Ted, in the replay, when I heard the replay of it later in the day, he said, I really think if he got to me, he wouldn't have hit me. And I appreciate that he thinks that way, because we've been close for 2 years. And I told Teddy, I said, Ted, you know what? I'd like to say that I thought about it, and I think you're right, man. I think if I got the something, maybe I would have grabbed you, but something in me would have stopped me from actually really hurting you.
Right.
And wouldn't have been funny if, like, Teddy knows some martial art we don't know and just beat the shit out of him.
Why do we assume you would have won?
I mean, you know, but so I'd like to think that when I said to you I'm not a violent guy.
Yeah, you did say that.
What I mean is, I've never had an issue publicly with anger or.
You said you didn't get into you haven't been in a fight since you're, 11 years old?
I mean, a couple of bar fights when I was drunk, but that was me just piling on with other guys.
But what you're saying is you don't just get into
I believe me, I grew up with kids who I think are hotheads, and I never thought I was in that league, but.
You're getting a bit of you're turning into Naomi Campbell. You're like picking things up and throwing them.
And here's the other thing the shrink said that I thought made sense. He goes, well, you really have to consider going back, just because I know you love the show, but you've been exhibiting extreme behavior, man. He goes, the day before you fell asleep on the air, okay?
That's true.
You're either sleeping or raging.
He pointed out the anger. He pointed out, he goes, the week before you blew up at the Bleeding Beacon, you know. And he goes, you're fighting with all these people and falling asleep. You're eating too much. He goes, it's even extreme behavior for you. Like, what's going on there, you know?
Right.
And I've never even approached getting to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Like, we talk about therapy.
Will you now do some therapy?
I made the shrink I talked to, I made a commitment to him to see him.
Good.
So I've made that promise before.
I was going to say, what does that mean?
Keith Abloh.
Do you have an appointment?
Keith Abloh, yes, I do.
All right.
Keith Abloh called me a few times. He was nice. He was like, look, man, I'm in New York.
Oh, that's good. He's a good guy. I like that guy.
Yeah, he was very nice. He reached out for me and shit.
Riley Martin, you're on the air.
Hey. How you doing, man?
All right, man. How you doing?
You got some advice for Artie?
Well, it's like, I'm glad Artie's back.
Good.
Among you is one of the nicest humans. Okay, now, he paid for his symbol.
He did pay for his symbol.
That's why he thinks that.
He actually paid for his symbol.
Wow.
Neither one of you did.
You gave them to us.
I threw mine out.
Rat bastards. However.
What do you need, Riley? I'll pay for both of them.
That's $35 a pop.
All right, I'll send you $70.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, I still love you, though. You know what I mean? I'm glad Artie's back. I would not abide him going. Everybody gets pissed one time or the other in their lives. How would you have been pissed at one time or the other?
Right.
You understand? So that doesn't mean that you're going to deep six the guy's career because he got pissed one time or the other, because he has a good heart.
Riley, I don't mean to take it off this very important topic, but how are you doing? I mean, where are you at?
You're done, right?
Are you not on our air anymore?
No. Actually, I accidentally signed up for 6 more months.
What?
Yeah, with you ignorant bastards.
What happened?
No, I talked to Tim. Tim, when he got through talking to me, I wanted to send him a sack of potatoes crying about being broke, and I ended up not with a single dollar more.
You're the worst negotiator, Riley.
Yeah, Riley, you're not really good at negotiating, are you?
That's what I'm saying. Tim, please, Tim, can I buy you some gas? You know what I mean?
He had you giving him money.
Well, Tim, Tim, this is exciting news in all the Artie confusion. I did not get this news over vacation. Riley has resigned for 6 months.
6 months. He,
Why 6 months?
We'll merge and we'll start this
Thanks for stealing my thunder.
So this is big news here, as well as Artie returning to the show after
Artie, I actually really do love you, man. And I'm glad you're back, man, because...
Well, Riley, he's part of the team.
Funny.
Yeah.
Howard and Robin is not.
Oh, he's actually funny, huh?
Yeah.
Well, all right, as long as somebody's funny on the show, I'm all for it.
I will give you something to laugh at.
Thank you, Riley, and congratulations on your resigning. Well, isn't that exciting,
That's
Riley?
big news.
That's beautiful. I'm very happy.
Jeff the Drunk, you're on the air.
Artie.
Hey, Jeff.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're back.
If it wasn't for the show, I wouldn't know 𝗛će𝗿𝗿𝗋. You know, I mean, that's
true.
Jeff was very sad.
Yeah,
Jeff was, after the incident, Jeff did make it on the air, and he was like, I'm sad.
I don't think any of you is going to send him $200.
Right.
I was on a roller coaster all weekend.
You were a roller coaster.
An emotional roller coaster.
I got a feeling that roller coaster doesn't see a lot of ups, buddy.
Carlo, you're on the air in Belleville, New Jersey.
Is Teddy still your manager, Artie?
My manager.
Uh-oh.
That's the other thing. Again, it was funny listening to it because I was so mad I didn't hear some of the stuff. Teddy actually
asked for 1% of your living.
Teddy in his head seriously thinks he deserves a percentage. Listen, Teddy does more for me than jerk-off agents and managers, but I said, Ted, listen, that's not the way the business works. I don't know what to tell you.
That seemed to set you off to a new level when Teddy said he wanted 1% of your income.
Again, Teddy is in no way stealing money from me, but we have money issues, and it's my fault.
Well, I thought that was overboard, yeah.
Yeah, but so when he said the percentage thing, I said to Ted when we started working together, I said, part of your job for me is going to be when we're at these gigs, while I'm on stage, go get the check and make sure everything's proper so we can just get off stage and leave. So I said, look, you're going to see the amounts on these checks. And,
don't let it get to you.
I said, look, don't, you know, right, you're getting paid what you get paid.
This has nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
Right.
And I think he didn't heed that advice. And he, you know, and look, you see that. And
well, is Teddy still working for you, or are you guys going to part company professionally?
We had a long talk, and I said, Ted, listen, man, there were aspects of the job that he was really good at, like people like dealing with him backstage. He's a nice kid. He's a good guy. It's just stuff like leaving the passport and the copy machine, that stuff. Right. There was a lot of that going on, and I'm like that. I said, Dad, listen, I'd be a horrible assistant.
You're disorganized as well.
Exactly. So I said, maybe there's a way. I'm going to try to find somebody to deal with that. Almost, you know,
I don't want to insult him, so I said, like, the secretarial stuff you're not good at. I wouldn't be good at it, too.
So you're going to find a professional assistant who
I am.
does that for a living.
And Teddy, though, he's great on the gigs and stuff, and him and JD...
So he could be a road guy.
Well, Teddy was going to do like almost a road...
Will he get 1% of your income?
I'm going to say, I said, Ted, listen, I did some research, and Springsteen's road guys, none of them get 1%. And also... When I get my website up, which is, taking longer than the Empire State Building, I wanted to have a thing called Teddy's blog, because he has a unique view of the gigs and what happens backstage. And
so Teddy will take on a different role within your organization?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's fair enough.
Yeah, because the kid, he's a good guy. He's going to work here, obviously. And I said, Ted, I feel bad. He depended on that income. There's a way to work together where we're not going to get crazy.
You're gonna come up with a new game plan.
Yes.
All right, King of All Blacks, you're on the air.
Now, I might be off or something like that, but I think it's some sort of resentment that people feel for you. I don't think that fight was so much about Teddy, where it was you involved in it, like something that Artie has hidden about you.
You feel Artie was displacing his anger on Teddy that he really holds for me. Artie, what about that? Do you care to speculate on King of All Blacks?
I'm no shrink, but I don't think there's an ounce of validity to that.
I never got the vibe from Artie that I got from Jackie. If you're going to make that comparison, in the sense that, I really felt Jackie resented my success and resented who I was. In some manner, he kind of always felt that he even said to me, too, he should be getting a percentage, Jackie, of what I earn. And I've been in a similar place.
It's funny, I used that example with Teddy. I said, you see me asking for a percentage of Howard's money? Like, that's not how the world works.
Artie's resentment is not your success and he should have it. That's not his resentment.
So what, he has a good assistant, if that is?
Is he jealous of my assistant?
I am jealous of that. Laura is the Babe Ruth.
His resentment is that he's affiliating Howard with getting up early. I'm trying to tell you, in about 2 weeks it'll come back. And if there won't be a fight like that, but you hear it, I love Artie.
Well,
I really, you know what, King, you're a good guy. I think you're off on this, man. I don't have that feeling.
One of the pleasures I have in working with Artie, which is why I was so sad to see him leave, is that I don't have that feeling anymore that someone's looking at me with resentment. Quite frankly, I find that Artie is very comfortable with his...
What are you doing, King? Jeez. Are you building a house while you're talking?
What is that?
I'm making some grits.
You're making grits, all right. No stereotype there. Right. So anyway, I just felt... All right, I gotta get off this phone call.
Really?
There's so much going on.
Are you making a watermelon, too?
Yeah. I really don't get that feeling that I used to have where Jackie really felt responsible for my success and that he should be on a level...
He was the funny guy. He was the funny guy, and he should be top dog.
Yeah, I thought...
He didn't even think you should be top dog.
Yeah, I thought Jackie had a lot of anger toward me.
Yeah.
And a lot of resentment, and a lot of you motherfucker.
And then he was, with his leaving, he was trying to hurt you. It was like, I'll rip the rug out from under you and you'll fall without me.
I have a whole different, it's a pleasurable, I told you, I have written down in my memo book the day Jackie left. I mean, I can't tell you how great it was for me personally because, not professionally, but personally. Yeah. Because it was...
Yeah, Jackie was great on the show.
I didn't understand how you worked with that resentment behind you all that time.
Robin said to me years before Jackie left, you should fire his ass.
Let him go. He was gone. I was like, let him go.
Real quick, I got to tell this in Amsterdam. I got a gondola tour,
this is
right?
good.
Yeah, so this is how I found my pancake place. This kid was about 27 years old, couldn't have been nicer, real nice guy, you know, but he has that accent, and that German accent is just really, I don't know.
It's an ugly language.
Yeah, it is. It's ugly,
awful,
and you feel, and it relates to like awful Hitler stuff. So he's showing me places, and he goes, we come down this one canal, and he goes, this is where Jews live. And I said, really? He goes, yeah, there was a war a while ago, and
a war.
He goes, and
what war was
some
that?
a lot of Jews come here because here you are allowed to be Jew. And I was like, wow, isn't that great? And I don't know what to say, but he was a nice kid, and that's how he talks. So then we make another turn, and he goes, that is the Anne Frank house. And I'm like, oh, wow. And then people taking pictures. And when you look at the house and you realize what happened there, it really is a poignant moment.
Is, yeah.
And I'm looking at it, and he goes, yeah, it's terrible, terrible tragedy. And he puts his head down. And I guess on every tour he's got to do this. So when he felt it was appropriate enough, like 5 seconds later after he goes, such tragedy, he looks up and he points to a place and he goes, and that is a great place for pancakes.
Yeah, he knew you needed it for the emotional trauma.
Yeah, like he got over the Anne Frank thing in a second.
Something pancakes are very big in Europe.
Yes, the guys, it is.
Yeah.
And he got, you know, and I said, well, at least maybe Anne Frank could have pancakes in the attic or something. But, you know, it's just how it is over there. It was really funny.
All right, Katie, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Hi, Katie.
I'm happy that everybody's back. Artie, I love you. I'm a lesbian. I'm not angry when you say fag. I don't know why anybody is in these bundle of sticks. But I thought it was really fucking, I don't know, low, because, Howard, you just glossed over it again. I mean, we were just waiting every day. It was sickening, just waiting for Howard 100 News to come on, just say something about this. And the New York Post was saying that Artie left, and that then he got on a flight. And
what is Katie saying, Robin? I'm not clear.
That you glossed over it. I don't understand what she means.
Well, we spent the first hour and a half on it.
No, you spent like the first 20, 25 minutes on it. It felt like so.
Really?
We
went on, according to my clock, it was 7:15 when I took the break, and we had talked about it for an hour 15.
What didn't we touch on?
You didn't touch. I mean, Artie, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How was your demeanor when you went to Amsterdam?
We talked. We went. Miss, you must have been listening to another show. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I'm just, how does Baba Booey feel about it?
Oh, you want Baba Booey?
Well, I was going to tell you that, actually. Baba Booey and I spoke, and he called me and said, I'm really angry with Artie. And I go, well, explain your anger. He goes, I know this isn't rational. He says, but it pisses me off when a guy's got such a great life. He's got such a great life. He goes, I don't understand how he pisses this stuff away. He goes, it's just so... I said, you don't understand his illness, I guess. I said,
hold on a second. You said you didn't understand it either.
I don't. I said, I don't understand it either.
I said that I love Artie so much, and when he gets like that, I don't understand it. It makes me mad, and I don't know that it's a legitimate reaction, Artie, but it's just the way I feel. And I think of, like, your mom and your sister, and I think of all the people that love you.
Right.
And I think that I don't understand how sometimes you don't see your talent, and you don't see the people that love you.
Well, listen, I listened to the after show that day, and actually Will Murray made a lot of great points. He said, you know, it seems like he gets to a point where it's so self-destructive that he just goes, not only f*** the show, like f*** everything. You know, get like a cowboy attitude, like f*** it, I'm dropping out, I don't give a shit, you can all go f***. And he's right about that. I have the ability to get to that place in my head, and it's dangerous for me and people around me, and it's awful.
I didn't replay the shows. I was genuinely nervous that if you heard it again, it would set you off and make you so uncomfortable that you'd f*** yourself. I didn't know what condition you were in. I know it seems okay now because we talked, but I don't know, man. I was so freaked out that I just was like, I don't want anything to aggravate this situation.
And all week I was like, but he had so many plans that were show-related. You know, you were going to work a couple more years. You had the house, the book. You're going to entertain the troops. You know, I was like, He doesn't think about any of that.
No, I mean, and again, you know, the best way I could describe why
the
Howard...
exercise video.
Well, that's to come.
I really should put one of those up. But the best way I could describe to you why Howard made the right decision in not playing it is, like, you know, if the way I left Mad TV was on video, and I had to see that over and over again, it would have been worse than I was there. Right. And that was really, really bad. And look, do
you want to see how crazy you look? I'll play you a clip. I'm going to play you a clip.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. Do you guys have a clip? This is already blowing up. Oh, go ahead.
Whatever,
all right, hear my point of view.
Oh, my God.
Fucked up, man.
No, I hate you, Ted.
Yeah.
Hey, no, Artie, no. Artie, stop it. Artie, stop it.
Teddy.
Stop it. Whoa. Artie, no. Artie.
Jesus Christ, you people are crazy.
Steal my money, Ted.
Oh, wait a second. Wow, there you go. Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
Artie, stop it.
You saw my ass.
Christ.
Oh.
What?
By the way,
look how horrible I look. Artie looks better than me during that whole thing.
Did you see how great of an arm I have when I threw the water?
Yes, there was quite an intention.
What do you think of that, Art?
It's the most disturbing thing I've ever seen.
Tim, you're on the air. What's going on?
Oh, my God.
Hey, Howard, how you doing? Hey, I listened to the show live, and I'm just curious. From the time the incident happened till the end of the show, I don't think Fred said one word. I mean, what does Fred think about this whole thing?
I spoke to Fred. I spoke to Fred yesterday on the phone, and I want to tell you, I asked Fred what his feelings were. I wanted to fill him in on what was going on. And I got to tell you something. Fred was on the phone with me for a good 15 minutes, Fred, would you say?
I'd say that.
And I don't know what he said. I don't know how he feels, even what he said.
Still, you don't know.
I still do not know. Fred, do you want to comment on how you are feeling about
I just hope that Hardy gets help. I really do. Right. I think that was an exercise in just, you know, I mean, I was doing one thing, and then I looked up, and all of a sudden he's like bolting out the door, chasing after, you know, some poor kid. You know, it's like, I mean, Artie is a talented guy. That just came out of nowhere to me. I mean, Artie even said it himself. There have been other things that have happened on the show that just kind of threw me for a loop. But if that makes him crazy, then you got to seek some help. And I know he's probably rolling his eyes.
No, I'm not.
He's done that before. And I've told him when he's had some problems, I said, Artie, you really should see somebody. He's like, oh, yeah, well, whatever, you know. It's like, but just for yourself. Again, just for yourself, so that you don't crash into the wall.
Well, I mean, you know what, Fred, I respect your opinion, I do, and you're right. I mean, you're right, and I've been running away from therapy.
It's okay to get pissed at stuff.
Years.
It's okay to like even throw things, but when you get up and you're starting to chase somebody out of the room, that's.
I have no explanation for that behavior.
What did you do while Artie was doing that? Did you try to...
I didn't even think that anything was going... I mean, then all of a sudden you see them at the door, and I'm like, Jesus Christ!
You mean he got past you and you never...
My back is to the...
Well, I don't think, Fred, you weren't really like... did I touch you? I'm sorry if I did. I don't know.
No, absolutely not.
But Robin was...
it's one of those things, like, if someone's coming for me, then... You know, I'm all there.
By the way, you know, Teddy is here, and I haven't brought him in on purpose because I
we don't know what'll happen.
I don't want to start anything.
I can guarantee you nothing.
But I just hope...
I've never been sure.
He might say something like Bloomies and set you off.
Well, you know, he could say anything. He won't say Bloomies anymore, but he's got another one.
If there's one lesson that he learned, it's not to say Bloomies. Right. And, you know, I heard that Teddy had a dream that I might run over and beat him up.
Yes.
And
you had a premonition.
I want to say this in my defense. When Teddy started working with me, I told him I'd make all his dreams come true.
And you have.
Robin was the funniest, though, because while you just hear commotion and Robin just going, "You're crazy!"
Yeah, I have that actually isolated on tape. It's like, what's wrong with people?
You people are crazy.
You people. What did I do?
It's me, actually.
What's wrong with Artie? Don't mind me.
But it's Gary Pitch 2 in red.
Yeah. Here's Robin's big reaction. I'm like, Robin.
What the F is going on here?
There you go. That's my girl.
What the F? He never sounded like the F.
I didn't. curse.
Right.
Hey, Teddy, if you want to, you can come in and just say hello and tell people you're okay.
Wait a minute, where's the bat?
Yeah, and please, Artie, please contain yourself.
I should come in a straitjacket every day.
Oh, we should have that Hannibal Lecter board for you.
Teddy, in a moment of clarity now, just say, let us know how you're doing. Was it uncomfortable seeing Artie in Amsterdam? Were you nervous?
I didn't see him. I stayed away from him.
Right.
Yeah, but we're talking about
I saw him from about 500 meters. He didn't even know.
Now, was that on purpose that I didn't see you?
Totally.
Really? I don't know. I feel bad.
But what about at the airport and when you had to go by him in the plane?
I was in the back of a bar. We saw him go by the security guards. Sent Jim McClure and Brad Driver over to
Were you able to have a good time in Amsterdam?
Yeah, of course.
You were. Okay, good.
It doesn't take much for me to have a good time.
How do you do now? Artie's back on the show. I know you were worried about that.
I'm worried about him. Yeah, of course. I was worried about the show, because I knew if he wasn't here today, I'd be getting death threats. So
No, stop it.
And
how loyal is that, though? Teddy worried about the show.
He didn't worried about the show. He was really. I said, Teddy, stop being worried about the show.
I said, I'll go. Let me go.
I said, the show will be fine. I'm worried about you. He even offered to leave so you'd be comfortable.
Well, that's very nice, but that's not
Teddy,
nice.
what about, are you still working on getting 1% of Artie's income? You think that's out of the question now?
Yes, I mean, I don't know. No, right now, I don't do anything for the guy.
Right.
But how about this?
Nothing. We'll talk. I mean, you're going to hire a professional assistant, have them call me.
Would you like to be a road guy, though?
I can't agree to do anything right now. It's way too soon.
Teddy's blog? Can we look forward to Teddy's blog?
JD's video blog is something we can look forward to.
But, Ted, I just want to ask one thing. Like, the second article in Page 6 the next day, it was rarely so for a newspaper. It was completely on the money of what happened. And it said, a spy tells us, were you the spy?
No, it
had to be you, Jim McClure, Brad Driver. I mean, it said exactly what happened.
What do you mean? Said what?
It said I made eye contact with you.
Driver's sitting there. He took a camera phone picture of us waiting in line to get on the plane.
And he called Page 6?
Well, no, he might have not. They made it a Howard 100 news story. And then
they probably picked
Page
up
6 took it from Howard. Page 6 did call me. They got my number from Benji. And
Benji's friend Mary Ann.
I said no comment. I said no comment.
No comment.
Yeah, they called me too.
Hey, Howard.
So, Teddy, you said you were relieved you're not Artie's assistant
I just said
anymore.
no. I just said no. You're putting words in my mouth.
No, I mean it's probably best.
No. It's just right.
It's best.
This is for the best.
Right.
I love the guy, but and then maybe do something that right now it's Monday. It's way too soon. Let's just get this
everybody.
I really feel bad because I'm a maniac and I lost my mind. Teddy is out a little bit of an income. Right
I'm all right.
No. That's fine. You guys shouldn't be working.
I'm all right. I'm all right. Don't worry about me like that. All right, please.
All right. So Teddy, you're doing okay.
I'm all right. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
I was
Teddy.
never hurt or anything.
All right.
Like nothing happened, and it's all good from here. So.
Ted, is it good to be back?
It's fine. It's just weird. Like
It doesn't feel like you're completely back to normal yet.
it was weird going in there and seeing the window that was covered with Pepsi last time I was in there, and seeing everybody in their right positions. But I'm happy for the show's sake that everybody is in there. Everybody is in there, and we're all gonna go to Bloomie's and go shopping after the show. So I'm glad that big sigh of relief. It's just for the show. Let's keep trucking, and Artie will be fine. I mean, he managed forever without me, and he'll maybe if we can do something in the future, we'll try. But as of now, it's just too early to tell, and we'll see. But I know he'll be fine, and most importantly, the show is back to perfection. So thank God for that.
Other than Artie, do you feel like everyone's treating you normally? And
I mean, everybody's been great from even right after it happened. Everybody was wonderful and very supportive, and just because everybody knew it wasn't. It was just an awful
string of luck. It was just bad. It was a bad luck. It was a bad day for everybody, and we can't dwell on it. We just have to move on, and that's why this day is very important for the show. And by this time next week, this will all be forgotten. Right, Will? Right.
As the great Tom Petty once said, time to move on.
That's right.
Time to get going.
All right.
All right.
I guess.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Artie, in a weird way, do you feel recharged right now?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I got a good 4 days sleep in a row. And since I got back, I'm ready to make comedy, man. We're kicking ass. I want to talk to the people at Jason Reitman's organization to see if I can kiss his ass a little bit to get in the movie. Look at how Chan Scott is. Look at Scott called me. Scott, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, brother.
I was back. I got back Tuesday and I didn't do anything but work after that.
I thought even if you're gone from here, we could at least go out to dinner or something.
Of course.
You just like him because he bought a video.
Scott is one of the guys, and someone stole it around here, talking about controversy. Scott is one of the guys who I would definitely be good friends with him after the show. Doug, too. Doug, thank you.
Really?
I
gave him a very sincere
call. Everyone called with me, I think.
No, not everyone called. But Scott and Doug, we're close friends. We are. I mean, I think we'd be friendly after the show. So they called, but you, of course, just blew it off. So what I'm trying to say is I don't really care. If Scott and Doug hadn't called me, I'd be upset. But I expect that type of behavior. I think the sexual tension between me and you is going to sell some radio songs. It's like Diane and Sam and Cheers.
It is kind of.
Except the guy's the smart one.
He's lying.
I'm very happy Artie's back. I think we all were sad to see him go, and having him return after this vacation was a mystery, whether he would be here or not. And the fact that he's here is great.
Yeah, Artie's a great guy. He just freaked out. Everyone's a baby around here. He just freaked out a little bit. Leave him alone.
I'm speechless. I mean, we did a lot of stories on this, and everybody heard what happened. It was a big, big deal in the history of the show, I think. And I was astonished to see him at 10 to 6 this morning get out of that car on 49th Street and come in here.
It's good that Artie's back. The show would have definitely been very weird without him, and weirder than seeing him being held back by 6 of his co-workers. So I'm glad he's back. I'm happy he's back, and this is where he belongs forever.
No comment. No comment? No comment. You're an opinionated guy. Come on, say it.
I have no comment on this particular opinion.
Come on.
No.
Let's go, Mr. Salem. Out with it.
No comment.
I'm excited he's back. Artie's the greatest. Teddy definitely deserved to get his ass kicked because he's gay. So, yeah, it was good. I'm glad he's back.
I was really, really happy to see Artie, and he looks good. It looks like he took care of himself a little bit over the break.
So we're back on the upswing.
Yeah. It would have been weird being in the studio, and what are we going to do now, have a who's going to replace Artie contest? And, it's just, I like our group right now.
Your immediate reaction to the return of Artie Lange? Sir?
Yes. I gave you a thumbs up. That's it. That's all I got to say. What am I going to say?
Okay. Let's go with it.
Welcome back, Artie. See you around. I'll see you, when you...
Welcome back, Artie!
Yay!
Yay!
I don't know. I'm glad to see him back, though. I mean, he's a really good guy, but, I really do believe he needs some help, and I think he knows it now. And, hopefully he'll get the help he needs, and, he'll be around for a while. Hope he won't fly off the handle again.
Listen, it's good. Artie's is an integral part of the show. We love him. So it's great to have him back.
I hope that Artie decides to seek somebody's assistance and professional help
only from the respect I worry about the boy. You know, it's like, because, you know, maybe one day Artie's going to get mad at somebody, you know, who may not be a Teddy, and they won't take kindly to Artie's temper. And, you know, you don't want to see things like that. It gets very ugly. You know, all I'm saying is I want to see Artie back at 100%, the 100% best Artie that he can be.
Howard, you're being wrong.
Can I tell you why
you're being wrong?
I'm right?
You're coddling him.
No, I'm not.
Because
I'm going to tell you something.
Whatever.
All right, hear my point of view.
It's really up, man.
No, I hate you, Ted.
Yeah.
No, Artie, no. Artie, stop it. Artie, stop it.
Teddy,
Stop it.
whoa.
Artie, no. Artie.
Go! Now, close the door! Jesus Christ, you people are crazy!
Steal my f***ing money, Ted.
Oh, wait a second. Wow.
I can't tell. Why are you bringing this up?
No, Artie, stop it.
Jesus Christ!
Oh.
What the F is going on here?
Howard, you're being wrong.
Can I tell you why
you're being wrong.
I'm
You're
right?
coddling him.
No,
because,
I'm not.
Because
I'm going to tell you something.
Whatever.
All right, hear my point of view.
It's really up, man.
No, I hate you, Ted.
Yeah.
Hey, no, Artie, no. Artie, stop it. Artie, stop it.
Teddy.
Stop it.
Whoa.
Artie, no. Artie.
Go! Now, close the door! Jesus Christ, you people are crazy!
Steal my f***ing money, Ted.
Oh, wait a second.
Wow.
I can't tell. Why are you bringing this up?
I don't know. Artie, stop it.
Jesus Christ!
Oh.
What the F is going on here? Close the door! Jesus Christ!
Stop. Please stop.
Steal my fucking money, Ted.
Artie, please stop, please.
Come on, man.
I really do.
Well, so then you're overruling the judges no matter what.
Absolutely.
Does Lou know anyone who could give these women a shot?
Could you touch your...
You know, this fat slob, I'll tell you, I don't know what I'm going to do with him.
Lou, I'm doing my job, man. I'm doing my... I love your wife. We all love your wife. Stop it.
Enough is enough.
All right. You know what, Howard? I'll stop.
Thank you.
Because I like Lou, and me and Lou are the same type of guy. Just, we all...
Yeah, but lay off the wife.
All right, I'll lay off the wife.
Well, I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, she did, you know. That's all he does every time I listen to his fat mouth, mouth it
Well,
off.
now you're attacking my wife.
I'll attack you.
I say one thing about your wife shooting a woman, and you got to attack my wife.
You get past that mother...
I'm sorry.
Off on you all day, fatty.
I know you're brilliantly funny. That's why you're an ex-cop with no work now.
Too. You're a regular riot.
You're a regular riot.
I'm trying to do an evaluation.
I know, but
I'm trying to do my job, and
that's not a job.
Look, Lou, listen, Lou. I know you could kick my ass. I'd have to make a phone call.
Your ass.
All right, Artie, we get it, and Lou, we get it, and now we're going to stop that.
I just think a Mary Jo has to talk like Sammy Davis Jr. for the rest of her life.
All right, but that's got nothing to do with Lou right now. He's judging these women.
That gets me aggravated. I love Lou, but, I'm an American.
All right.
Yeah, an American.
All right. Lou, let's concentrate on
and the other broad's an African American.
And Ralph and Ham Hands, you've made your point about the girls. You judges have done exactly what I asked. You are honest. Let's go to Dave. Dave, you're on the air. Hi.
Good morning, my king.
Hi, Dave.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just wanted to tell Lou that he did a real nice job standing up to gay Artie.
Thank you.
And Lou, watch out. Artie likes to throw things at weaker men.
What did you say?
Artie likes to throw things at weaker men.
So Lou's weaker than me. So Lou's weaker than me. Thanks, buddy.
Look at the guys he picks on. He picks on Teddy. He picks on.
Well, did you ever see Lou?
Mike.
Did you ever see Lou?
No.
He ain't weaker than me. He ain't weak.
Kick your ass.
He ain't. I'm sorry. So you're pro Amy Fisher?
Why not?
Well,
Why not? What's the matter with Amy Fisher?
Nothing.
Amy Fisher is fantastic.
It's the guy's wife.
I love it.
He's here to judge.
I know.
If
Lee Harvey Oswald's wife was here, you know.
Yeah, you wish you could have Amy Fisher. Let me tell you, buddy.
Oh, yeah, right, whatever.
Take a look at you and my...
I really wish I could have Amy Fisher so my girlfriend could get shot.
Your girlfriend. Let me see your girlfriend. Bring your fucking girlfriend.
I want my girlfriend.
Let me see your girlfriend.
I'll bring her in. Robin, tell him what my girlfriend looks like.
Can you imagine him having sex with anybody? Jesus Christ.
I'll bring in the bros. I can
imagine him having sex with that guy who won that Miss California contest.
Listen, I'm a...
Listen, the 17-year-old
Listen, Lou, listen.
That's what we
Listen, Lou, I'm a fat, ugly cokehead, like Amy's first boyfriend, Joey Buttafuoco.
Okay, yeah, but she was 16 at the time.
Well, yeah, well, she's a wonderful girl.
She is a wonderful girl. She's a phenomenal person.
That's not what I'm here
for. We're not here to
You
argue.
keep going back 19 years ago, and then you're getting off on that. I think it's stale.
Well, you're going back 19 years ago when I was fat.
It's still, buddy.
All right.
I know, it hurts.
It doesn't hurt.
You know what?
You just look like a jerk off.
No, I don't look like a jerk off. You know what's still hurt by 19 years ago? Mary Jo Buttafuoco. She's still hurt.
Answer what you're saying.
No, Mary Jo's still hurt. She's got a bullet in her head.
Well, what do you want to do? She paid the price already. She went to prison. She got out. She's been leading a very good life.
That's good. And Joey's kids are doing great.
You're telling everybody in this country, the United States of America, if you make a mistake, you're going to be for the rest of your
No, I made a lot of mistakes. I'm sure you have, and I got forgiven for them.
She's been doing very well despite you.
Oh, let me tell you something. It's not despite me. She don't know me.
I know, but I know.
She don't know me, Lou.
And you're an obnoxious motherfucker.
And you're not, jerk off. Those cowboy
you fat slob.
Yeah, okay. I'm always fat.
How did
fat with a PH, brother.
How did this hard-on even get a job on your show?
Because I'm funny and you're not.
You're funny. Ooh, I'm laughing.
Yeah, a lot of people.
You're hysterical.
This truck driver's pulled over right now laughing at me with you, asswipe.
When the truck drivers hear you, they pull over and they take a piss or a shit.
That's right. That's exactly what they do.
Guys, I want to thank you.
We're
wrapping it up.
Asshole.
Lou, thank you for coming.
Come on, Lou. Let's be friends.
Artie.
Come on, Lou.
I got Adolf Hitler I'm going to be friends with first.
Well, Hitler never shot a chick.
Artie, take a seat and relax. Ham Hands Bill, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Lou, thank you for coming in here and judging the girls.
Thank you, Howard.
Thank you for coming.
Lou is funny. He is funny.
Well, sit down because Lou and you are going to end up knowing each other real well.
Look, Lou can kick my ass, but Ronnie will save me.
I don't want to kick your ass. I just want you to be respectful.
Okay, it's your wife. We shouldn't talk about broads. I get it. It's your wife.
That's right.
Not even my wife. You don't even know her.
I thought it's your wife. You're married to Amy, right?
You don't know anything about her.
I met her once for 3. She did a great 3-second interview here.
18 years ago. You don't know anything about her.
I'm shutting up, Howard. Out of respect for you and Lou, I'm shutting up.
Thank you. All right.
I'm sorry to you and your wife.
I accept your apology.
Okay, thank you.
And now sit and relax.
I'm going to sit and shut up.
Good.
Thank you.
My pancakes here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Lisa G is here. She's here with headlines.
Yeah, very interesting page 69 from Will and Jason. This past Super Bowl Sunday, while most Americans were taking in football, high-pitched Mike found himself at the movies with Richard Christie's girlfriend watching the movie 27 Dresses. Jason and Will revealed that not only did Mike attend the chick flick, but that he also cried during the movie.
This is now a party.
All right, fine. You know what? That doesn't even deserve anything. Nothing.
I got to tell you, that's really odd behavior.
Wow. I have another name for it.
I don't know about that.
Right. Right. It would be absurd to think he's gay.
Yeah, why would you make that leap?
I know. Listen, that's very nice. I'm sure Richard's girlfriend needed company.
And the most insulting part, Richard not even worried.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Richard too. It's like I think Richard should have been worried that his girlfriend could steal Mike from him.
But obviously Richard's girlfriend thinking about marriage, 28 Dresses.
What is that? What is it? I don't even know what the f*** it is.
It's some stupid movie about weddings.
Oh, it is? Oh, my God.
Hey, Mike, honestly, high-pitch Mike, I got to tell you something. I've never bought into this whole rap of Artie, like you're gay and all this stuff. You have an affliction where your voice is high. Big deal.
And I'm the only one who thinks that.
Yeah. And I'll tell you something. Even when you were at Disney World with the red shirt and all that.
First of all, I'm going to correct you on that because he says it once on the wrap-up show.
Right.
And it automatically becomes fact.
No one thinks that, Mike.
By the way,
I
I swear to you, I would never, ever think that you would exhibit any kind of gay behavior.
I don't care what anybody thinks about me.
Right.
I come in here to tell you what happened, the truth. I go to see the movie with Richard's girlfriend.
Enough said.
I tell her, as we leave, I say, when we get to your place, because we're going to see the Super Bowl, I said, tell Richard I cried. I thought it'd be a funny joke. He gets to the Super Bowl party, tells everybody, and now it's automatically fact.
Well, it's a funny joke. It is funny. We're laughing.
So
great writing.
You didn't miss the Super Bowl. You
kind of like Beer League.
Yeah.
Oh, 400,000.
It's way funnier than Beer League.
Wait a second. So the point you're making is you did watch the Super Bowl.
I did watch the Super Bowl and I saw the movie. No big,
Okay, fine.
They treated me to breakfast that morning. I wasn't going to argue about what movie we saw. I had already seen Cloverfield. Whatever.
What kind of? Why
and I hardly know his girlfriend. I said, let me hang out with her. She's a nice girl.
Mike's full of shit. He's come up with a
You weren't in the
story.
movie with us. Get her on the phone and you'll see the truth.
No, she would not lie to me. Like, he cried, and now he's trying to deflect it by saying, oh, we had this plan to make it all up.
Did he miss the Super Bowl to go watch a chick flick?
No, we watched the movie, then the Super Bowl.
All right.
I didn't want to see this movie. It's a chick. I went to see Cloverfield while they saw it.
And as long as, you guys don't believe me if I correct that truth, but can I correct one truth that he said a few weeks ago?
Well, you didn't want to see the Giants beat the Boston Patriots?
At the beginning of the year, I told myself, you know what, forget Artie, I'm not going to argue with him anymore, I don't care.
Please do.
A couple days into the new year, he comes in here and tells you a story at the Christmas party that I came up to him and I said, oh, I'm sorry, everything I say on air is fake. I'm just doing it for airtime bullshit.
You said, did you not come up to me and say...
At the Christmas party, I was drunk. Will knows for a fact I was drunk.
Right.
You came over to our table. I put my hand on your shoulder and I said, Artie, I love you, man. Happy holidays.
Okay, well, I mean, whatever. No, but there was more to it than that. But the general thing was you extended a hand to me and said...
And you called me pompous and arrogant.
When did I say that? At the Christmas party? I was creeped out that you were touching me.
Do you want to know what pompous is? You walking into your 40th birthday and coming up to a table of Lisa, me, JD, and Sal, and telling us, oh, I just saw Gary Dell'Abate's check. Who do you think makes more money, me or Gary? All right?
Let's not get
this from the guy. No, let's not get into
Let's
it.
not
Why
get
not?
into that subject, because it's a dead subject. I never saw Gary.
You shouldn't be talking about people's salaries, number one.
I
And
didn't
two,
talk about anybody's salary.
the people that hardly make any money as it is. We don't care who makes more money. You don't need to brag about how much money you make.
I'm not bragging about it.
What is going on around
Nothing.
here?
He's talking about something that.
Yeah, he doesn't want to bring it up because he did something unethical. You should
No. It was totally different than how you're putting it.
Oh, how was it?
Well, it was just different. And secondly, don't try to extend your arm to me in any way at the Christmas party.
I'm not trying to extend it. I was drunk. I was kidding with
your
you.
faggot drunk arm to me. That was probably just on a cock.
Oh.
Because I don't want cock on my back. Or cock is all over your hand and face and lips and mouth.
You know what?
The inner part of your fucking cocky
You want to
little
end the
throat.
faggot? Get your sister in here and I'll her right on this couch, asshole.
All right, well, listen, let me tell you something. That's fine if you made more money.
You're saying you would f*** Artie's sister on the show to prove.
Dude, you can never get hard for a girl. You can never get hard for a girl.
Oh, now I won't take that. St. Lange is a friend of mine.
He's reaching.
I do not believe.
But will he fuck a girl in front of us?
I don't think he could get hard. He couldn't get hard for any girl we brought in here.
Artie,
What do you do that?
Artie's saying this to upset you. This guy's 100% heterosexual.
He can prove it.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
he
prove
is.
it.
He's not gay.
When's the last girl you fucked?
I appreciate what
When's
you're
the
doing,
last girl you
but
fucked? No, jerk off, because you just fucking
on the air years ago.
And people came to me in this organization and said, don't call him gay anymore because we think he's gay. And you're hitting the spot. And I said, okay, fine. But I don't give a anymore.
Why are you saying he's gay? Because he has a high voice?
Because he's a cock.
Because I put his movie down repeatedly.
No.
And
A lot of straight people hate my movie.
He spent 4 years on the piece of shit movie. You know, it comes out, it flops, he's embarrassed by it, and I pointed out, I'm the only one who doesn't kiss his ass around here, and I point out that the movie sucked, and all of a sudden I'm the fag.
Listen, no. You're the fag because you have with guys.
You criticized his movie, so therefore he's calling you a fag.
Basically.
No.
I mean, I guess that makes
calling you a fag because you're
I guess that makes a lot of the movie reviewers in this country fags too. Then.
Richard Roper's a fag. Thumbs up. Have you seen that? Available on DVD, widescreen, by the way.
What is your animosity toward Mike?
I don't have any. He starts it. He came in here and started with me.
But why
Lisa did a story about him going to see 27 Dresses, right?
Yes.
Did I say anything? He comes in here and he goes, let me straighten something out with Artie. He started it. Play the tape. So the little faggot's going to get it back.
Yeah, because anything you